Hi, welcome to Chaotic Nerd, where we love to hear the clickety-clack. We're going to start like we always start with announcements. Take it away. Actually, I want to start with me first, because I want to show off this beauty. First of all, my birthday is tomorrow, so my lovely wife, Alex, got me this. Woohoo! It is a dice roller, and this is what I'll be using.
Oh, that's cool.
From now on, I'll be using, either one, too.
You're a Gemini?
Huh?
He is.
I am a Gemini.
That's why we get along
It
so
makes
well.
sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But anyway, I just wanted to show it off. It came actually gray, and she actually took the time to paint it beautifully. The detail and all that. You even made the spider. So, I don't know, I'm just really proud of it. I'm excited to use it, and I will use nothing but this when I roll my dice. Thank you, baby. And I'm 31, by the way. So, woohoo! Tomorrow, I'm still 30. Last year, I was like, I'm still 29. No.
I didn't know you were in your 30s yet.
Yes, you did. I made a big deal last year on my birthday.
I don't pay attention when you
speak. Because I was like, oh, I'm 30. I was depressed. Anyway, announcements. I don't care. Go ahead. Someone take it away.
Oh, okay. Hey, so our canceled days this month, or our off days, will be June 18th and June 25th because Freighter's going camping.
Yes, I am.
Alex and I might do something one of those weekends. We're still trying to flesh out the details. It sounds gross.
It does.
We're trying to hammer out the details. Hammer the flesh. Jesus Christ.
Stroking out the...
Sam is not here this week. She is off exploring in Hawaii, and we're all very jealous of her. But she will be returning next weekend. New Tom theories. Tom doesn't really have any theories this week, other than that we're all going to die. So that's about that. Oh, but he did get Austin this super cool new dice roller thingy. Everybody got a dice roller except me and Alex.
That was so passive aggressive. Except me and Alex.
So
okay,
yeah.
Sam didn't get one.
All the women didn't get one. So, but that's fine.
The men needed a phallic object.
What? This is not phallic. It's a skull.
That is
It's
a
a tower.
penis. That is a penis with 2 holes.
Y'all are awful. Y'all are just jealous because I have a skull.
Yeah.
Actually, I am pretty jealous.
They look like,
Super cool.
admittedly.
What else was I going to say? Oh, he also has rolled 8 3 times in a row. Don't use this tonight. He also got Austin these super cool metal dice that Austin forgot at home.
Aww.
What do they look like?
They're green.
Oh, green? Like
They're metals.
Oh, is it the same kind you had? Those green ones? Or
No, mine were sparkly, and they had a silver inlay. His are green with a golden inlay.
Oh, okay.
They look really cool. I'm going to pass it off to my much more organized favorite Scorpio.
Okay, so we have been admittedly having quite a few technical difficulties. Some of which are Wi-Fi, some of which are just we have kind of smaller storage space in our current computer, so we're working them out. So we do apologize.
What was
For that. But we will be hammering those out as quickly as possible to make sure that the quality improves as fast as we can. Ads, because of that, ads are temporarily being nixed due to those technical difficulties. We might just, during our break, stop the stream, or we might just do the be right back. We'll see.
Probably be right back.
Okay.
For now. Just for now.
Just
until
for now.
Just until I figure out the ads. Ads will be coming back. Just sit tight.
Yes. Let's see. And turn the page. I have admittedly been taking a mental health break. I will be getting back to it. I've just
It's been a month.
It's been a month. So it's not over. I will be getting back to turn the page. It's just currently I am taking a bit of a break.
Chaotic cooking is canceled?
I don't know if we're doing chaotic
I
cooking.
don't think we're doing chaotic cooking anymore.
I feel like it's expensive.
It's expensive.
And there's a million videos on how to make nerd food.
And there's only so many out there. So.
Although Avatar: The Last Airbender came out with a cookbook.
Yeah, I did see. Yeah,
we do have some cookbooks that we'll try. So maybe we might do a little more chaotic cooking, but I don't think it'll be scheduled anymore.
Yeah.
We'll probably announce it the weeks we want to do it. So that's probably what I was kind of leaning towards.
Yeah.
So, kind of like gameplay. Well, except gameplay streams are not announced. We just kind of do them.
For like video games and
Yeah,
stuff?
like video game streams. We don't have to announce those, but like we're doing a chaotic cooking episode one week. We could just kind of announce it like here.
I was streaming Skyrim once, and this guy was like, "Why are you even playing if you don't like the game?"
You still don't like the game even after playing?
I mean,
Are you just not a Bethesda player?
I like Bethesda. I've played some Bethesda games. Listen. The intro is 11 years long, and you're just sitting
They're
on a cart.
always 11 years long.
And then, let's see, I got to... The dragon attacked while I was about to get my literal head cut off. They didn't even remove the previous head from the basket, which I feel like is unsanitary.
You're about to die. Who cares?
Clearly I didn't, though.
Oh.
And then they're like, here, follow me. No, you almost chopped my head off. I want to go this way. That's a dragon.
That's what I said. I'm like, fuck
Right?
you, Imperials. Get off
I
me.
ended up just killing everybody in the first town and stealing a bunch of stuff, except it won't let you kill kids or puppies.
How'd you end up killing someone at a level 1? It's a level 1. If you kill a chicken, the entire town guard. We're wasting time.
D&D.
Yeah, D&D.
I went, killed the first dragon, and then came back and slaughtered everybody.
So you did some of the quests. You
Yeah.
don't see a dragon until... Okay.
Yeah, at
I
that
gotcha.
tower thing.
Yes, after you're talking to the Jarl.
Do you not watch my Skyrim streams?
Mm-mm, I don't watch any of y'all's streams. Anyway, is that all the announcements though?
Don't always
So
stream
you
when
give us,
I'm at work,
tonight's
so.
music is brought to us by Vorpal Lance.
It is.
Right? Maybe?
Actually, no, not tonight. I don't
Not
have any.
tonight.
I don't have any Vorpal Lance lined up tonight. Probably next week though. No.
Next week's music will be brought to us.
Next week's music will most likely be Vorpal Lance. It's just not on any of the playlists tonight. I select my playlists like the day of, and Vorpal Lance didn't fit anything I was looking for tonight anyway. Is it anything else?
Nope, that was it.
Okay, let's jump right in after I fix the music, or start the music, to Fables of Merrell. Woo-hoo!
Ooh, your hair looks really cute.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so it's been 2 weeks, but I think we all remember where we're at.
Dying?
Dying.
How could we not forget?
How could we not? We've literally been stressing out about it for 2 weeks.
So, where you had left off, yeah, that's right. Sorry. Where we last left off, you had...
I love her.
It's okay, I'll do a good recap. After trekking up the mountain to find the egg for your job that you were contracted to do, or asked to do, should I say, or forced to do-ish, by Sandra Threadlike, you managed to get to the top only to be met with an elder dragonborn woman who Felix had been already looking for at the time. After a little bit of disagreements, the dragonborn woman, in a desperate attempt to to keep her family safe and or to get money for her family,
Ended up doing them all.
yeah, she immediately went for the egg hastily, only to have triggered some sort of what Felix saw to be some sort of chain reaction trap of some kind that only Felix saw. Is that correct? You saw that, right?
Juniper was looking at grass.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
pulling
yeah.
wood out of my eye.
I think Felix is the only one that noticed that. Yeah. So Felix saw, like, within the spider web, some sort of mechanism had made this dam come tumbling down, bringing all of you down safely. You all managed to.
I was knocked unconscious.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you didn't die when you hit the ground. Is what I mean.
This is
You
true.
didn't suffer. It could have been a lot worse. A lot worse.
Like what we're in now.
Like we're in now.
Yeah. Well, that's not the man's fault.
Yeah, that was the DM's fault for giving her the cards back.
I didn't give her the cards back.
You did!
Okay, so we'll get to that part. So you get to the middle of the city, and then some the mysterious cards, because you landed, the dam actually destroyed the fountain with the giant statue in the middle, which also broke the water, releasing the cards, which happened to land right back at your feet, which Juniper promptly picked up, went inside, and played, through which she seemed to have summoned some sort of Grim Reaper-esque specters, which immediately attacked her. When Haven stepped in to attempt to help Juniper,
Stupid decision.
it seemed with every every time someone stepped in to help, a new one was born. And at this point, I believe there were...
I had one. Juniper had two. He had one.
4. Yes, there was 4. Yes.
And all the guards just ran.
Yes. Well,
Like,
that's actually normal. For your characters would know things like this that are obviously like a threat. Like guards don't get paid enough. This is literally what the Dragon Lords are for.
Okay.
So, and as you saw, Juniper tried to run when she saw Werogoth. She tried to run to the back of the inn when she saw Werogoth fly over. Because it's nighttime, and all y'all saw was just the dragonfly behind the inn. Juniper attempted to run there before being attacked by the Spectre, who downed her. And, of course, Haven followed suit not too far. They got you pretty close. They got you on one knee, about to go down, Felix, and that is where we had left off. Last you saw, there was Juniper on the ground, Haven on the ground, and these Spectre creatures looking down at them, almost waiting for them. But this one in front of you looks like it's about to attack again. I believe, even if it wasn't your turn, I'm going to let you have the first. It was your turn, yeah. Yeah, it is your turn. It is your turn. What would you like to do at this point? You also saw the dragon. You're facing the end, by the way, because if your back's to the fountain, you're facing the end. So you also saw the dragon fly behind the inn.
I'm actually going to take a swipe at the one over Haven.
Okay. Oh, so you kind of leave yours to go to her. Oh, they just don't have attack of opportunity. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so you leave easily. You're actually not that far. You're further from Juniper, so you were well within range to reach Haven, and you do so. At this point, when you're running out of the corner, Felix, as you're running towards Haven to assist her to see if she's okay immediately. One thing you notice is like the Spectre doesn't even seem to mind that you're running over to her at all. So but that's not what you notice immediately. What you notice more is behind the Spectre, on top of the inn, you see this giant claw rest on the roof of this inn, and another claw, and then you see this. And this is all as you kneel down to assist Haven. You can see out of the corner of your eye this giant dragon that obscures the night sky, looking down on this square and the scenery that happened. You only glance at him for a minute before tending to Haven, and I assume you want to continue with Haven at this point. Yes.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do your medicine check on Haven. Is that what you wanted to do?
Oh, I was gonna stab the thing because they disappear. So
You're stabbing Havens.
No, yeah, Havens.
Okay.
Not me.
Not Haven.
Not Haven.
Yeah,
Haven's Spectre.
Haven's Spectre. So you're gonna stab Haven? Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make your hit chance.
Okay. Hey, there we go. It's gonna be dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Check that. Hits. Let's go ahead and roll for damage real quick. Sorry.
What do you need for your damage?
D8.
D8? I'll give you a date. Here you go. Wait, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be 6 piercing.
Oh, I had that written down. There it is. You said to Havens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you do 6 piercing. And the moment your sword swipes through, you get a hit, and it continues to ignore you and look down at Haven. Then the moment your blade swipes, you use your rapier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure. Yeah, the moment your blade kind of you pierced or slice. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll just
Stab.
Yeah.
So the moment you you jab, and the moment you stab him, you can see you kind of stab up a little bit, and you can kind of see the tip of your sword coming out of his back. It was pretty easy to stab him, and it seemed to have hurt him. You can see this energy kind of warp around your sword that entered his front.
Oh, no.
And from the back, though, almost from your sword, appears another Spectre,
No!
and it comes around the side to attack you. At this point, you see the dragon almost lower his neck down, and out of the corner of your eye, you start seeing people getting on their knees. And they're bowing. So it's almost like, if you were, I'll go ahead and say Felix does. It's because it's right there. Because here's the Spectre that's coming for you, and then behind there there's Werogoth. You can see Werogoth. It's obviously Werogoth. Who he kind of snakes his long neck down into the square, like in front of the inn, and he doesn't seem to be helping. It looks like he's watching you. He's looking directly at you, watching to see what you're gonna do. So you know he's supposed to help, but he's like watching you, and you can tell this bit like he's you just hear, you can actually feel a little bit of his breath hit you, even from the distance that he is, which is like 50 feet away. Like he's breathing, you can feel a little bit of his breath, which actually smells a little bit like kind of like gas a little bit, like
methane.
a little bit, like
Oh.
just a hint. Like you can breathe just fine, but there's this hint of like this gassy methane-ish. You can't even put it. But you smelled it before. If you've been in the Evergreen Valley, you smelled this. But yeah, this breath smells just like that. At this point, it'll be the one that's coming. No, he has to roll for initiative. Okay, so. Okay, so he will be last. So he is coming for you, but he's not going to attack quite yet. Haven, go and do your death save.
9.
Okay, that is a fail. Okay, Haven, you're down to 1 death save. So
Down to 1?
What?
You're down to 1?
That was my first one.
Oh, okay.
I have 1 fail.
sure. So the one, this one in the Juniper, go and do your death save.
15.
15. Okay, so you pass, and then it'll be the next one's turn. This one, the one that came up from behind you comes to you. No, he already went. I'm sorry. So this is the one that's coming in the front because he rolled lowest, so he's gonna jump in. He definitely hit. So let's go ahead and roll for.
You're down, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's your AC?
11.
11. just for damage. Okay, so the moment this thing comes around the back, and then he comes at you with his it's a sight just like a Grim Reaper, you know. He comes down at you and he looks and this one he winds back and he's coming at you really fast. Only before you see like in the background you see Werogaw's neck kind of coil back before he snaps forward like a snake and grab the one that was about to attack you.
That's
but
so hot.
his scythe did kind of graze you enough to knock you on your ass and like you're doing death save but you're awake.
Okay.
So he didn't hit you quite good enough. You're awake and you can see everything, but you're down and you're bleeding out here.
He hit you for 0.9 damage.
Yes, essentially. You're doing death saves, but you're awake. It is a conscious death save.
Yay.
At this point, the moment, and you're on your ass at this point, and you're on your back, and you look around, and everybody, no one is looking at this scene. Everybody's heads are down. It's almost beautiful. Like it's this giant circle around, what was this fountain, and people, the town people, these guards are all just bowing as the scene is unfolding. The moment Werogaw's teeth rip into that one that almost took you, his teeth manifested another one, which he immediately used his head to kind of headbutt and kill, and then he grabbed Haven's and then
I thought you would grab me.
No, Haven's.
I'm still on edge.
That's the second time we've done that.
I'm sorry.
Haven's. He grabbed Haven's and like squished it like a bug, only to manifest another one, which he swallows immediately. Coming over, and then he uses his tail, because Juniper at this point is behind him. He uses his tail to kill that one, which then you see manifests another one, to which he turns around and breathes. You can't quite see this because he turns his back to you a little bit, but you can see this green energy flare up, and you kind of fade out for a second, only to fade back in and see that everything is kind of calm and people are standing up. You don't know how long it's like you felt like you just closed your eyes for a second, but you woke up. Go ahead and make a death save when you fainted right there.
Okay. 3.
So you failed a death save. Go ahead and make one more death save real quick just to see if you're going to stay conscious. If you fail, you're going to go unconscious.
Oh!
Crit fail.
Crit
I
fail?
told you not to use that one today.
Well, it's okay. The crit fail is not going to count this time because it was like not a real death. You don't get knocked out. Does that make sense?
I'm so stressed.
So, but you are at this point knocked out, and all three of you at this point are out. Okay, go ahead and make You're okay. Go and make your death save. Go and make your death save. You're first, actually.
Okay.
11. Do we have medicine to this or no? No.
12. I think it's a flat roll.
Is it a flat roll? I don't remember. I haven't died in a while.
It's just a flower.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not medicine. I'm sorry. I was thinking about.
Okay.
I was keeping tally marks in my head. Felix. Yeah,
Wait, so did that natural one count as a death save? So
yes, it did.
It did? Okay.
It did. It just didn't count double like in the rules.
Gotcha.
I'm not this time.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Haven, go ahead.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. Haven, you wake up, and you at this point you can you're just kind of opening your eyes though. You're not. Wait. If you feel oh wait, no, you're still unconscious. That's not how that works. That's right.
Okay,
that's
I'm not
correct.
dead, though.
You're not dead. You don't have
You're
death saves
stable.
anymore. You're stable, but until you have 1 HP, you're still unconscious.
So I don't have any HP?
You don't have any HP.
Okay.
That's whenever you pass death saves, that doesn't mean you get 1 HP anymore.
Okay.
That's that we were doing that wrong.
Okay.
Instead, like say you have -9 hit points. Well, I think it's 1 HP per hour. I want to say.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So each hour. That's until you reach 1 HP. That's when you wake up.
I got you.
So you could be asleep for 10 hours. So how negative are you?
None.
None. Okay. So that's why it's important to keep the negatives now whenever you guys go down.
Okay.
Anyway, so you wake. Well, no, you don't. I almost said that again. So anyway, but you don't have to do death saves anymore. We are going to go to Juniper though. Juniper, remind me where you're at. I had a tally mark in my head, and now I spaced it.
I have 2 successes.
2 successes, no fails, right?
Come on, Junie.
Okay.
8.
Okay. Felix.
Ooh, 9.
9. Okay. That's your 3rd death save. You okay?
No, wait.
No, that's his 3rd fail.
Yeah, that's my
Your
fail.
3rd. That's what I said. Your 3rd fail. Yeah, 3rd death save roll, which is a fail. That's all right. Juniper, go ahead and make yours. I'm just trying to see where y'all at. Sorry, Felix.
18.
18?
I'm stable.
You're stable. Okay. It's almost as if the DM was just trying to make y'all sweat because all of you are fine.
He's not fine though.
He is. Here.
Okay.
Just like it. Okay.
Let him
Okay.
explain.
Yes. So let's see. After a few hours, or no, you don't know. Sorry. You wake up. You guys can take 1 HP. You two.
So-
not you, Felix.
How negative were you then? Because I wasn't. So I woke up after an hour.
I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay.
But you two wake up in what looks to be an infirmary.
Oh, is
And
Is it ravens?
ravens?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean ravens?
Raven's Infirmary.
No, it's not. No, it's actually it looks like a cleric's infirmary. Like it's not doctor. It's
People.
clerics. Yeah. You wake up and you can immediately notice it as an infirmary. More specifically, one of the ones with several rows of beds. As you can see, other patients. You 3 are put together in kind of the corner of this very large wing, and you can see these clerics tending to other patients. Both of you almost wake up at the same time, more or less. Kind of like it just kind of happens. Yes, you do. You both wake up around the same time, only to find Felix is in the middle of you. You might sit up in your bed and you see each other, but in the middle of you, you see Felix, who is still out. He is breathing, but he has these glowing magical wards on his chest where he was cut pretty deep. It looks like they're trying to stabilize him. It looks like actually, you would know. You know what happened to Felix. He's not in good shape right now. But it seems what happened, what they're doing, it's basically a cleric's version of life support sort of deal. They're trying to save him. If he's on that, it's like, oh man, I don't know.
Can I do a medicine check on him?
You can if you get out of bed, but you are very, very weak right now. You're just like, you're kind of hurt right now. You have 1 HP, so you're kind of.
Is there like? Okay, I'll sit up in bed.
Mm-hmm. You both have bandages accordingly where you would have been hit, by the way.
And I'll try to stand and kind of use the headboard on his bed as like an anchor, so I don't fall. And then I'll just look over him and give him a little
strength check.
Strength?
Yeah,
Okay.
strength with disadvantage.
Okay, I fall. I got a 1, not a natural 1.
No, you're not gonna fall. It's just how you're handling it. That's all. It's just so. Yeah. I mean, I would sit. You feel like you really need to sit down at least, if you can sit on his bed, because I don't know. It's just it was just kind of a rough experience. It's almost like these things almost drained you as well. So it was just. I mean, you feel like you can tell you're gonna be fine.
Okay.
You can. I mean, looking over at Juniper, you kind of glance at her. You tell her she's gonna be fine. But
Yeah,
just one you're gonna
I'll sit on his bed then and just I won't move any of their wards or anything, but I'll just check over him.
make a medicine check to see how they did.
Okay. Oh wow, I'm just not. It's not the day. 10.
10.
Yeah.
So his ward on his wound is placed incorrectly. However, you don't know. You know this because you've placed it. You've placed this incorrectly for someone in the past. It might have been a few years ago. Sometime in your life, you have done this ward. Like it's a scroll. You can't know. It's not an actual spell. It's a manufactured scroll that you have to use.
Okay.
And whoever applied it didn't do it right. And you know this because you did it the exact same way, and you were told that was wrong. But you were never taught how to do it correctly.
Okay. I'll stumble back to my bed and just call out for one of the clerics.
Okay. Okay. One kind of hurries over immediately. Yes.
I think his ward shifted or something. It doesn't.
Immediately walks over as you're talking, kind of checks it. Oh, I placed it myself. It's just fine. He's not doing too well, though. It was very brave what he did. At least I saw that.
What happened?
He stepped in to try and save you. Both of you. Looks over at you, Juniper. And, Lero Goth came in and saved all of you, ultimately.
Oh, what were those things? Does that happen often here?
I've never seen one in my life. Wait, has she? It's very possible. Give me a second. It's very fair she might have. I've never seen those things before in my life.
Did anybody else get hurt? Or just us?
No, it was just you three. Luckily everyone was fine. The only injury, I suppose, would... Not your fault. A guard tripped running to ring the bell. But that's about it. As far as your friend, we've done all we can, but he's just not looking fantastic. I'm sorry.
How's she? I haven't looked over at her, so I don't know if she's awake or not.
Who?
Juniper.
No. I said y'all both woke up. Oh, you would not look over.
You said Felix was between us, and since I'm kind of groggy, I don't think I would have looked past Felix.
Right, but she was talking. She was kind of talking to both of you just now, so she would have looked over both of you.
Juniper is still pretending to be asleep.
Oh, so you never woke up. So
She did. She's just pretending. It's one of those things where she opens her eyes, sees where she is, and closes them immediately.
with knowing that, she did not look over and say that. So she would have said. Instead, she would have said. This is even more reason you would have seen her anyway, though. What she does say to you instead, she says, he tried to save you. Both of you and her. Points over at Juniper in the bed, two beds down, who's asleep.
Is she gonna be okay?
Oh, she's going to be fine. She's very strong.
Okay.
Make a constitution check for me.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
10.
10. She kept mumbling, unfair in her sleep, though. So
Unfair?
I don't know. That's just what we heard, but she stopped doing that a little bit ago. Anyway, Lero God's going to want to talk to you. However, we told him it's going to be a little bit. You've only been here for about 2 hours.
I'm fine. I start to try to get out of bed again, and
She doesn't really stop you, but she kind of like rushes over and kind of holds you as if you like help action. She kind of helps you.
is my stuff here?
Yes, it's at on the side of your bed, like you can see it.
I'll pick it up.
My lady, I implore you to take some rest. It won't take that much longer. Where God's going to come to you.
Okay.
Well, it's okay. Everything's okay.
Is there an underneath to my bed?
Yes.
I'll put my stuff down and kind of... Oh, I thought someone was throwing up. I'll kind of just kick it under my bed.
Okay.
And sit back up. And I'll pull out another piece of parchment and just start writing something for a few minutes. And when that's over, I'm just going to read my book.
Okay.
And I'll occasionally be looking at these two.
Okay. Is that it? Were you going to do anything? Or are you going to continue to be asleep? At this point, the cleric would have walked away when Haven looked like she was settled.
Every once in a while, she would kind of open one eye to see if Haven went back to sleep.
You will see that Haven is kind of doing what she always does when she's kind of chilling.
And when she doesn't, she will continue to pretend to be asleep until it appears no one is paying attention.
Okay.
How much time is going to lapse before Weruga
Before Weruga
comes to us?
I mean, I'm not supposed to tell you that.
Well, okay, so if it's several hours, I think after a while...
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. No, I was just... That's what I was kind of seeing. Is there anything else before I move on to what's next?
Okay, so after a couple of hours...
We're not getting... I'm sorry. I see why... I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick.
No, it's okay.
I see why you're asking now. Yes. No, we're not going to jump ahead a few hours. This
Okay.
is, the next event is going to happen, like, nowish.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just be reading
Okay.
and periodically checking their breathing.
That's... Yeah, like 10 minutes into this.
Is there a
Right.
way I can ascertain how to fix that? I know I was
You
never told.
did roll for the medicine.
Okay, never mind.
Unfortunately, all you know is that it is placed wrong. With
Okay.
a 10, you don't know how to fix it, though.
Okay.
That was a 14 check.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So yeah. Yeah, so you just know it's wrong, and you tried to tell her, but she insisted she did it herself, so she speaks up.
Do I still have bracelet, or did those bastards take him?
Bracelet you saw in kind of peeking out of one of your pockets before you kicked him under the bed, but you could have grabbed him if you wished.
I would have, and I put him back in his home.
Okay, it's almost like he instinctively knew to kind of hide in the bag in case someone
Okay.
tried to fuck with him while you're out.
Just making sure.
Bracelet's smart. He takes care of himself. He's
I'm
good.
gonna have to get a tattoo that says "Leave the bug."
Okay, but it doesn't take long. Maybe about 10, 15 minutes. You can't tell. You don't have keen mind. Go
Yet.
Go by before. Oh wait. You haven't seen. Neither of you have seen this person. But before you even notice it, I mean, people are walking in and out of here all the time, so you didn't notice this person walking up to your bed until they were already close. Because there's already people coming in here visiting relatives. There's a lot of people. It's essentially a hospital. So, but before you know it, there is a red dragonborn woman who, not the old one, but is a younger one who appears to have come, and she looks to be in sort of. It's obvious she's a peasant. Like, she's very poorly dressed. She looks not very well taken care of. Like, she looks, presentable. She doesn't look abused or anything. She just looks. She's obviously of low standing class. Medieval times, you can tell.
Like most of the Dragonborn around
Yeah,
here?
it's especially Haven. Juniper. There's not too many slaves in Brushwind, but Juniper. No check needed. If Haven can probably do the math and say that's a slave walking in. But she does reach. She almost doesn't pay attention to either one of you. She immediately walks straight to Felix's bed and sits on the side and almost doesn't even acknowledge you two. And she kind of puts her hand on his forearm and just kind of rests it there and just stares at him.
I'm gonna keep my eye on her, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Still pretending to be asleep.
For a few more minutes, she kind of looks him over a little bit, and then she stands up and walks over to one of the clerics who are on the other side of the room, and she starts to talk to the cleric and point over, and it looks like Felix's direction from obviously Felix's direction from the other side of the room. And the cleric kind of says something back to her, and it looks like they're just having a conversation at this point. But I guess you don't see this.
Is the nature is their body language indicating that it's
Make an insight check.
uh 23?
Go.
I know,
You're
finally.
23. It's almost like a family member very worried about their family member.
Oh, now I feel shitty.
It looks like she's genuinely like, and the cleric is like shaking her head like
Okay.
looks like I don't want to tell you this, and she motions over to Felix and says some more words, but it's obvious this Dragonborn woman cares about Felix for some reason. You've never met this Dragonborn woman, but she seems to care about Felix. That's what Haven knows, because Haven didn't meet this person.
No, but I met the elderly dragonborn.
You did meet the
that said she
elderly.
wants to save her daughter, and Felix said that he was
I guess you
employed by
can-
her
you-
daughter to
you-
find
that's
her.
possible, yeah, you can draw the conclusion, sure. I'm just saying you don't know for sure.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Dang, makes me feel shitty. She's a good person. Okay, I'm just still passing time and looking at these two occasionally. After the Dragonborn leaves, can I walk over to Juniper?
Bad news, she's not going to leave. If you stay there for a little bit longer, she's actually going to walk back to Felix's bed again.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just when she went to go talk to the cleric and after.
Oh, okay.
I was-
Oh, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, she's not even paying attention to you. Or whatever the point is.
Yeah, I want to go walk over to Juniper and
Limp. You're gonna
limp over to
Yes.
Juniper, and try to give her a medicine check just to see if they fucked anything up on her.
Roll that medicine check. Actually, no. You already. Oh, you mean just check their work, sort of deal.
Yeah, just to
Yeah,
make
you can do
sure
that
she's
medicine
okay.
check. You know she's gonna be fine, but.
I don't trust people. Fucking 10.
10?
Yes, I'm not a good cleric.
Yeah, I'm not a good cleric.
I have plus 6. It would have been 12 for him too. I thought it was plus 4. I read the wrong thing.
It was still 14.
Okay, 12 for Juniper.
12 for Juniper. Yeah, I mean, the bandages, they're fine. I mean, the bandages are fine. They're finally applied.
Okay.
She could technically use maybe a little more support and maybe a few more bandages on
I'll do that.
on a few spots, but that's about it.
Okay, I'll grab the.
Minor things.
Can I grab the bandages out of my pack that I bought?
Yes.
And since I don't know she's awake, but she is awake, she's handling Juniper with a very gentle touch, which is kind of unexpected because Haven's been such a bitch.
By the time you walked back to your bag, back to Juniper, and started applying the bandage. Go ahead. Sorry.
If you attempted to touch Juniper, the ruse would drop.
Oh, okay.
And she would attempt to stand up and leave the room.
It was a visual check when you did the bandages. So, you haven't touched her yet. You make it back to the bed with the bandages. And you haven't touched her yet. But what I was saying is, when you were walking back to the bandages... when you're walking back to the bandages, you have to walk this way, and you kind of see the Dragonborn woman start to kind of walk back towards Felix. She hasn't made eye contact with you or anything. It's almost like she doesn't know you're apart with Felix. So...
Okay.
So she approached while you sit. Do you sit on? It's. I mean, you really want to. You really want to sit on her bed.
I have to.
Okay. You don't have to, but it's really hard to stand up.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm going to.
Okay. So you sit on the side of Juniper's bed. At this point, you almost a second later, you can hear the bed creak, and you can see the same Dragonborn woman just sitting by Felix and almost petting his forearm, just and maybe squeezing, almost seeing if he'll wake up a little bit. But it only took you a second to see that before turning your attention back to Juniper. What are you gonna do?
What part of her needs another bandage?
There are wherever you were hit. I'm spacing that.
I think the first hit was to her chest. I want to say maybe her shoulder, but I can't remember for sure.
Okay.
We'll just
Okay,
say
That's fine.
arms and chest.
Yeah.
We'll just say
I'll
arms and
do
chest.
her arm.
Go for it.
So as soon as she feels her touch her arm or wherever the injury is, she just sits up, just doesn't even try to do the whole "what's happening" thing. Just sits up, and like kind of moves to the other side of the bed and tries to stand as quickly as her body will permit.
Hey.
Could I do a constitution
You.
to see if she can push through the pain?
I don't know. I didn't give that to Haven. So.
I got a strength though. With disadvantage.
That was a strength. It would probably be strength with disadvantage.
Okay.
It's not necessarily Constitution because you're actually fine. It's just you're very weak from the experience.
Okay. So, strength. Yeah, no. It's gonna be no.
Is that Corbin?
Yeah, it's Corbin.
The character developer.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 10.
10? Yeah, you're on the same pages.
Okay, so she falls on the floor and starts crawling
I
across
got
the floor.
Oh my god.
You can walk. I think you're
I can walk and I got a
do
1.
it,
You,
right?
Yeah, you don't fall on the floor. You can, stand up and limp. But did you want to go on the floor?
No, I'm just saying if
okay.
she cannot walk, she is going to do her best to get as far away as she can. So whatever her body allows her to do is what she's going to try to do.
Okay. So, I'll do this. So you not shoot up, but you obviously almost shake off her hand before kind of making a roll off the bed, and your feet hits the floor, and it's almost like your foot's almost asleep.
Oh, I hate that.
I mean, you could actually, you probably could do a little more comfy and a little bit faster crawling, maybe.
Okay, so she would get up, she would stand up, and if her legs are asleep, or if it's that kind of pins and needles feeling,
kind of.
she is going to just be like, she's gonna rage.
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
just start doing her best to just walk as quickly as her body will allow her to the door. I don't know what the mechanic. She's just angry and humiliated
With rage, you can make a Constitution check.
Okay.
Because that's adrenaline.
Okay.
So I can see if I can give you a little boost, little one.
As she's getting up. Juniper.
16.
16 is enough. When you start to rage, you get that adrenaline boost. Now, how long does rage last if you're not doing an attack?
6 seconds.
Yeah, so she should at least be able to get to the door, right?
Now remember, y'all are kind of in the corner. The door is like on the other side of the room. It's like it's about the same size as
From here to there?
Huh? It's probably about the same size as the Great Hall in Harry Potter.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, so
big.
she'll get halfway to the door.
Well, I think she said she was going to try to do something. I'll move if you make it to the door.
As you're getting up.
If Haven interferes at all, you might make it to just past the foot of your bed. That's how slow you're kind of moving right now.
Okay.
But even just both of you, even just being up, you can kind of feel like, oh, I'm getting a little better. I should probably just rest a little more. Like you both feel you're going to be fine.
Juniper, you're going to be okay, but you need another bandage.
She's like still walking off as you're saying.
Juniper, I can't walk that fast.
Then don't.
I'm going to go back to my bed.
At this point, two clerics, dearie, you need to sleep. They kind of get in front of you. They don't touch you, but they almost almost want to guide you back to your bed. Come on, let's get you back to bed. You don't listen. Our Dragon Lord would like to speak with you, if you wouldn't mind. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. In fact, he's very pleased. He's eager to speak with you. All of you. Well, he wanted to speak with him too, but
That's messed up.
I hate you.
Please, look. I can help you to your bed. Look, are you okay, ma'am? Ma'am?
She'll, without saying a word, she'll kind of turn around and just trying to save face as much as possible. She's not looking at anyone. She's just kind of looking through everything. Mm-hmm. You know when you almost have that blur, you almost unfocus your eyes for everything intentionally.
You also just raged, and you also just
You're dissociating.
you just had a confrontation with Haven, so you're probably a little amped too.
She will just kind of digging her nails into her hands, trying to make sure trying to look as unhurt as possible. She will go back to the bed and just sit down.
Dearie, would you like me to cast a calm emotion spell on you? She kind of sits on the bed and kind of crosses her hands into her lap, and it might help. It's a stressful time.
Just fucking leave me alone.
What'd she say?
She
Sorry.
said, just fucking leave me alone.
She kind of licks like okay, does a nod and stands up and
Miss.
walks away. Oh, and Joe, she turns around. Yes. It's not the same woman from earlier.
That's fine. Oh, it's not? I think one of his patches is incorrect.
Critical fail.
I've seen them a lot before. I might just be
I
tired.
don't do those, but I assure you, the one who applied that is the best.
I'm trying so hard.
The one who applied that is the best here, so I'm sure.
That's good.
I'm sure it's fine.
Do you have anything I can make tea on, like a fire?
Yes, in the front, but we can just bring it to you.
That would be amazing.
Of course. Give us a moment.
Thank you.
10
2
minutes.
cups. Oh, that's fine.
Okay. So, to set the scene, it is Haven in your bed, Juniper in her bed, you dead.
Rin's in prison.
Rin's in prison.
So, yeah.
Is Latrix's daughter still with him?
Latrix?
Her daughter.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it took me a second.
I remember NPCs' names.
Okay. Make a constitution check. Saving throw.
No, me?
Hey.
Saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as she's kind of holding you, the ward starts to fade a little bit, and lose. Well, I don't know if y'all are. Well, you said you're looking over him every once in a while.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah. So you would see, anyone that's looking at Felix will see that the ward starts to fade, and then she starts to panic a little bit and starts shaking him. Felix, 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 Felix. And then she starts slap his face, Felix. And then the ward goes dark.
Do I know if that means it failed?
It means he's dead. It means he's gone.
Oh, fuck. I'll get out of my bed.
And at this point, she is sobbing into his chest, and then she's still shaking him like his corpse. You can tell that is a dead orc in that bed.
Half orc.
Not orc, sorry.
That might.
At this point, yeah, she's hysterical, and the clerics are. You can kind of see cleric. They're not rushing because they know they can see it from here. He's dead. They're respectfully walking over, almost to see if anyone needs help with this situation.
Okay.
And they sorry, one more thing. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off. They kind of offer her a calm emotions spell as well, which she ignores because she's so frantic at this point. But they do respectfully sit at the foot of your bed, kind of waiting for this to stop mourning, I guess. So, go ahead. Sorry, Juniper. I'm trying not to do that again.
So, do they explain what's happened, or is it super obvious?
No one has explained what happened. It's just kind of anyone who. It's very possible Juniper might not have ever seen this kind of ward, this kind of healing ward thing that they put on him. So it's very possible Juniper doesn't know what's going on. Haven knows what's going on. It's obvious to a lot of people, and it was obvious to her. So it was the ward that was a dead giveaway.
So I guess when the ward starts.
But you also see her crying.
Flickering and going out, she starts seeing people freak out. I mean, she's stupid, but she's
yeah, it's very reasonable, you guess.
Street smart, though.
Yeah, she's street smart. So she, when she starts to see this kind of unfold, she'll go over and she will. Is this ward just light, or is it like a talisman, like a?
No,
it's a scroll?
it's literally like. It looks like there's just a yellow energy, constantly. It was anyway before it died, yellow glowing energy literally around the wound, but it was placed improperly, as Haven knows.
Okay.
Is the writing still on it?
Huh?
Is the writing still on the ward?
This one didn't have any visible writing.
got you.
So it was just a light around it, but you know it to be a ward. So it's just kind of. That is a ward, right? Am I saying that word right? I'm such a bad nerd.
No, it's a glyph, maybe?
A glyph, yes. Okay,
A
so.
ward is something...
That hurts you, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, glyph.
It
so,
wards off.
my mistake. Glyph.
Well, it was warding off death.
It was a poorly placed glyph.
There is a spell called Death Ward.
Yeah.
All right. What would you
So she, when she goes over, she'll, she kind of numbly walks over, and it's just like, what's happening? Where'd the light go? And she kind of like puts her hands on. It's almost like she's trying to find the light that was there and try to move it or something. Like just kind of like fumbling around. It was like on his chest, you said?
Yeah.
Just kind of like fumbling around, just like, where did the light go?
I'll go sit on his bed.
Well, she's on. I forgot. Latrix's daughter is on his chest, kind of sobbing. I remember.
Oh,
She's kind of like laying on him. Sorry, I didn't mean to take that moment away from you.
okay.
You said he had multiple wards on him, though, right?
It was just that one.
Oh.
Glyph.
Glyphs.
Okay, either way.
Sorry. You can
Where
see
did the light go?
Yeah, you can see it, but putting your hands on it is just kind of almost unreal. Yeah, that's all.
It means that the healing glyph did not take effect. And I'll kind of like brush the hair out of his face. And he's
You can see his eyes kind of
roll back.
they almost like when he died, they almost kind of opened naturally, almost like he had a moment of consciousness before he died.
I'm gonna close those. He's dead.
Yeah, you said that before, but clearly he wasn't dead last time. Felix, stop being stupid. Get up. And she'll kind of try to push the Dragonborn out of the way and just kind of shove him.
You're right. We thought he was dead before.
Sorry, go ahead.
Let me check. I'm gonna check for a pulse. My dad said, I have a brilliant idea. Juniper should draw another card.
They all got rid of it actually this time, right?
No,
not yet. We still have them.
I'm gonna check for a pulse. I'm gonna check for breath. Anything.
You're an experienced cleric. You can tell this is a dead half-orc. No pulse, no breath, no breathing, and he hasn't been breathing for the right amount of time for someone unconscious. So he's dead. Even if he wasn't dead, the amount of time he has not been breathing, he's dead now.
I'm gonna try spare the dying.
You want to try spare the dying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not dying.
I'm trying.
Okay.
It's like in an ear.
It's a cantrip.
You do everything you can so that you can tell the family you did everything you can.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna cast spare the dying.
Okay.
Spare the dying. Spare the dying. Spare the dying.
It's almost a sad scene as these clerics are kind of scratching their heads, like they know you're grieving. But this does prompt, whenever Latrix's daughter kind of stood up and looked at both of you and said, "You know him?"
Not really.
You seem concerned about him. She sits on the foot of the bed, almost staring off.
You can sit on my bed if you want.
Almost not acknowledging. You put it next time she puts her hand on his ankle, just hopelessly and just looking like y'all are near him and she's at his foot, like looking at him from.
Is the woman who set the glyph in the room?
Yes, she's actually at the foot of the bed with a few other clerics as well.
Okay. She'll march up to her.
Oh no.
Does Juniper know this?
She opened her eyes during the first conversation enough to see who was in the room,
right?
And then she was listening the rest of the time.
I don't think anybody said that the glyph was placed wrong though out loud.
When
she said,
I said it was
doesn't look
wrong, right? And the woman said
I placed it myself.
Oh, okay.
So she would know who placed it.
Yeah.
So she goes up to this woman, and she's like, "You have magic. You placed that thing."
She looks like, yeah.
Bring him back.
It doesn't work that way, dear.
Bring him back.
Do you have 100,000 gold?
No.
Can't.
That's how much diamonds are now?
I'm sorry. We all are. It's just how things are.
I'm gonna start cleaning him up.
Where have you studied? One of them kind of speaks up. Almost, no, not her, but another one almost out of turn, because the one who was talking to Juniper kind of looks at her like, it was almost like she spoke out of turn. But this one at the end, obviously like an intern, spoke up. Where did you study? Because obviously you're doing cleric shit.
My father taught me some. The rest is self-taught.
The one who was talking to you is just kind of looking at you, Juniper, still. Because are you still in front of her?
Yeah.
She's looking at you like almost like the conversation was still going, almost like she's here to comfort you if you need to. If you need to say anything else.
She'll turn around and, you said our stuff was here?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
someone collected?
No, it's all next to your bed. Everything's with you.
She's gonna go grab her bag.
When you're grabbing your bag, you hear, but you know him from the Dragonborn woman.
Well, that's past tense now, isn't it?
She kind of looks at both of you. Are you two friends? Never mind. Listen. He was going to do something for me. I know this is a terrible time to bring it up, but unfortunately she looks very scared, like a kid about to ask. Like, she looks very scared, like she's no insight check needed. This woman is terrified to ask this question.
Your mother.
Yes. She there's like a tear bubbling in one of her big beady eyes.
There's nothing we can do.
Can you try? At this point, she's crying. I can get you the egg. I'll get you the egg for her life, please.
How?
Like her. I also hope she kind of half grins, like almost begging you, like trying to do her own little charisma check.
Your mother flooded the entire town. I don't think that really designates her as sneaky.
A little louder. I can't hear you.
I don't think that really designates her as being sneaky.
If I get you the egg, will you do it, please? Please. Looks at both of you. Please, for him. He's doing it for me. Looks at the eggs.
Do you have any suggestions?
I would suggest your best time to, if you were to break her out, probably during shift change, I suppose. It's just, I'm not even allowed in there at all. It's harder for me to get close. But they keep the evidence in another building, especially an egg like that, one I can access.
We have been summoned by Werga. Perhaps we can appease to him. Apparently he's very pleased with us. Why, I have no idea. But maybe we can appeal to him.
You're going to speak with Werga?
Apparently. It's supposed to be the three of us, but I guess he'll have to settle for two.
Like you said, she tears up again. My mother destroyed his precious statue. And she's a dragonborn.
He's a dragon.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
He's gonna take one look at her in bed and say, let her die.
Well,
I'll say it louder for the mic. I keep going low. I notice the mic is calling me out. He's gonna take one look at her and say, let her die.
well, we have something up our sleeve that we could try. At this point, we might not have an option. But getting verbal confirmation from the Dragon Lord would be better than your mother just disappearing, because then the two of you would be on the run forever.
I don't understand what you mean.
If it's public knowledge that she was released, you don't have to watch your back. If we break her out, you two will have to run. And she does not run fast. That might be putting you in more danger.
I know. I have a way around that I was going to ask. Our contract is almost up. Me and my mother. That's why she was trying to get the egg. I told her not to. Our contract with our master is almost up, and he can't afford to keep us. He's been so good to us. He's taken such good care of us, but we're about to be put on the streets. We're about to have nowhere to go. I was going to ask if she were to escape. She looks over at Juniper at this point, almost begging her a little bit. And you kind of notice this, Haven, because it seems like you're kind of brick walling her a little bit. So it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's why she's kind of pleading with Juniper, because Juniper hasn't flat out kind of said no like you kind of have a little bit. But she's pleading with both of you, but mostly looking at Juniper at this part of the conversation. Where was I? Damn it. She said,
If she were to escape.
Yeah. If she were to escape, I would ask that you take us on as your slaves and take us as far as you can. We'll do anything for you. Both of us. We'll work hard. You don't even have to treat us right. Just get us out of here, please. We could change our names on paper. We're Dragonborn. No one's going to care. You could say you captured us. You could say you bought us. We don't have paperwork. It's easy.
Is your master of high standing?
No, not anymore.
Oh.
He's not able to. He lost his business. He's going into slavery himself. It's that bad.
Who's your master?
Master?
Yeah.
Why? Do you know people of this town? I've never seen you before.
I know a few. Does he live up there? And I'm gonna kind of gesture towards the house that was on the hill of the guy that we had to look tough for. Is that your master?
No.
It's that's good news.
On the hill, no. His name is Lexon.
I have an idea. You won't like it.
What is it? Well, at this point, while y'all are talking, by the way, just kind of set scenery. I don't know if y'all are still sitting around Felix, right?
We are whispering, so it could be, and I am still tending, cleaning his body, so it could be construed that we are just mourning our friend.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just, by this point, the clerics were here to assist, so when it's looking like y'all are having a conversation, they politely, without getting in y'all's way, they're not listening to you, they're not really paying any mind to you, they start to kind of tuck in his sheets. It looks like they're getting the bed ready for transport, but they're not getting in your way. They're not trying to get you off the bed. It looks like they're just prepping for the next stage of his death.
Can I just tell them I got it? That I'll do it?
You can do anything
just
you want.
To get them the fuck
Go
away.
for it. So you tell them that?
I can do it.
I'm sorry. We have a very strict way of doing things around here. It's how we've always.
Just get the fuck out! We just need a second, okay?
Make an intimidation check.
Ooh.
Or persuasion. Your choice.
Oh, I will use my inspiration.
Yes, bitch.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. 16.
Time with some respect, of course.
Just a while.
Yes. The ladies, and they all kind of stride away as you continue your conversation.
The people we know that we owe this egg to, they're sneaky and they can forge paperwork. So what if you get us the
The
egg?
neighborhood?
I don't know if that's what they're called.
The neighbors?
They have little houses or something. I don't know.
You people are with the neighborhood?
I don't even know what that is. We accidentally fucked up the house, and now we owe them this egg so that they won't blackmail us. But the point is, you get us this egg, we take it back to them, we say, hey guys, we need someone busted out of prison. Can you do that real quick before they execute her? And then they can handle it. That way you don't get in trouble, I don't get in trouble, maybe they can forge some papers for you, and we get out.
So you're saying, once I get out, you're saying instead I just take the egg straight to them?
No, you give it to us.
You can come with us if you want.
You can
I don't
come with
care.
us.
Hell, you can go to your master, tell him, hey, change the paperwork so that we're their slaves now, so that we have something to stand on, just in case you get caught to something. So that way we own you, right? And then you... Actually, yes. Take that paperwork. Take the paperwork that says that we own you to this neighborhood and tell them that we sent you to give it to them on our behalf because Werugar wants to talk to us. We're going to keep our mouths shut, right? And then they can help from there.
My mother's going to be executed in the morning. We have to do this operation tonight.
Okay, so do that now while we're talking to Werugar and everyone's distracted.
Go get the egg while you're talking to her.
At shift
Yes.
change. It's actually a good idea.
So then we're gonna go to the neighborhood and they're gonna get my mother out.
We could at least ask. Worst case scenario, it's dark by then. We could just try ourselves. But the chances are, I'm not particularly sneaky.
Nor am I.
And clearly neither is your mother. So the best bet would be to convince the neighborhood to help.
So we'll go talk to him. You wait for shift change. Get the egg.
How do I know that the neighborhood will help? They're a thieves guild. They're not rescuers. This is not what they do.
If she, would she not know
No what?
they do have a division?
Hmm?
I don't know that, but
They have what?
never mind. Forget it. Talk to you later.
Okay. Come tell me. It might be important.
Hi. I'm sorry.
This isn't the first time he's killed one of my characters,
Wait.
and it won't be the last.
Yeah, but you're the one who came back.
They are for guild members.
And not.
Okay.
Okay, so yes.
So I didn't know if she would.
Yeah, so
Okay.
maybe not that.
For
Yes.
just for dialogue's sake, not for.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so that's she'll. What she says sticks.
Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure.
Says
I mean-
they do. It's a perk of being a part of the neighborhood.
Oh, so
I'm not a part. She's not a part of the neighborhood. I'm not a part of the neighborhood.
fuck.
It's only a perk of the neighborhood that you can just walk out of jail anytime you want.
Well, then I think our best bet. We don't even know what Rugal wants to speak with us about. It's a good plan. It's a good idea. But if what she's saying is true, it might not work. But at very least, the documentation, you taking them the egg, if they won't go get her, we can try.
You're saying we at least present it to the Thieves Guild.
It's worth a shot, right?
We could owe them. Again.
Yeah. I'm willing to try. But
When
if I
sh-
get this egg, my mother isn't out. If my mother dies tomorrow, you'll never see me or the egg again. I'm going to hide it until my mother is free. After she's free, I'm all yours.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
Because you need the egg to try to convince them to get her out. So, I could write up something.
But I'm afraid to give them the egg and then they don't follow through.
Okay, well, what if you wait outside the city with the egg? As soon as we're done talking to Warugar, we meet you, we try, all of us, try to convince the neighborhood. And if they say no, then we'll say, oh, well, that sucks. Okay, let's go back to the city under the nightfall.
And
then we'll all try. But,
we have to hurry.
yes.
I have to go right now.
Okay.
We have to speak with Warugar anyway, so
Yeah. Where should we meet?
I'll tell her the clearing in the woods that I go to do my tribute.
Okay, so kind of towards the house on the hill. Mm-hmm. Not the house on the hill in Tristawood, but the house, the Thieves Guild's house.
Towards that area, like 30 minutes out of town.
Yeah. It's not that far. Yeah.
Wait for us there. Stay hidden.
At the house? Or outside the city?
Outside the city.
I'll be a few paces down the road. I don't feel comfortable staying that close to the city outside the gates. I'll get harassed by guards.
Right. No, I'm explaining to her the place I went.
Okay.
The first patch of trees that I saw outside the city of Tristawood.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah,
place.
yeah. Okay.
I'm telling her to go there.
Okay.
Because you said it was about 30
she knows
minutes
the city.
away.
She knows this area. She knows where to go.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, my mistake.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We'll meet you there. Stay hidden. Don't come out unless you hear. I do a little. Whatever.
Okay.
I can't do it. I'm not a Boy Scout. Yeah, that.
I can kind of do it.
I used to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll have Austin do it on my behalf.
All right,
Yeah.
viewers,
Sorry,
wearing
Mike.
headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Headphone warning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So come out when you hear that.
Okay. Just kind of pulls up this raggedy hood and then gets up. I'll see you then.
I want to see if there's anything I can give her to help her. I don't think I have anything.
It's okay. You can take a second. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
Juniper's gonna go ahead and start raiding the room for potions.
The room?
Yeah. So
When-
you said it's an infirmary, right? You know, sometimes
It's
the
a
doctor's office.
it's a big room with a lot of lines of beds.
Okay, so she'll look at the trays on the beds and see if there's any potions.
There are, and on some of other patients' tables, not yours.
She's gonna like kind of look, and if any of them look like they're doing okay, she's just gonna go and like down one of them.
Okay, make a medicine check when looking around the room.
Okay.
Did they bring that tea I asked for?
That's not my roller.
Not yet.
Oh, that's probably
Oh,
good.
I didn't forget your tea. I
It's
promise.
okay.
I promise. I didn't forget your tea.
I forgot I still have +4 to wisdom. So my medicine check actually would have passed and Felix would still be alive. I'm so
Why'd you
sorry.
put Plus, I forgot.
12.
Your character sheet.
I'm so, it's yeah.
12. What was this for? Sorry, I got all over the place.
To see who looks
Yes, yeah, medicine check.
relatively okay.
12.
Like they'll make it without this potion.
You can make a guess, and you know it's a guess. You're like, I guess that guy looks okay. You see this.
He has most of his limbs.
You can't get a good beat. I mean, there is this guy who's out. He doesn't appear to have any wounds, but so to you, that looks good to go.
He has a family, 6 sons. One's a paraplegic.
She sees that and she's like,
I mean, he doesn't.
"This
have
guy
any-
gonna be okay if I take this?"
Did you walk over and just grab a potion off the table and didn't ask a cleric that?
No, the
Oh.
clerics aren't in the room anymore. Remember?
They're everywhere. They're not near us.
They are in the room.
currently.
They're just not near you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's. I
thought they left the room.
No, they didn't leave the room. They're in the area. Like they're just down in other bunks tending to other patients. And they're
Okay.
occasionally glancing up at you, but it is very. It's not impossible to steal this potion because people are distracted and busy at this point. So it's. I was gonna give you the check if you still want to do that.
Okay, well then different question. Are there any patients who are currently awake? Other than us.
Yeah. All kinds.
She'll walk up to one of the awake patients with a potion next to them and she'll be like, "Hey, will you be okay if I take this?"
I think so.
Okay, cool. She'll down this potion and hope that it's something that'll bring up her HP.
You're just drinking a random liquid? It's his urine test.
Ew.
Luckily, it is a potion.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Like a potion of healing.
2d4 plus 2? 4? I don't know.
It's just a regular potion.
So it's 2d4 plus 2.
So that's...
Is it 2d4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2. So 5. She's getting 5 HP back.
Yeah, I think it's 2d4 plus 2.
But suddenly you grow a tail.
Okay, so she downs this
Did you have a
potion.
plus 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because there was a 2 and a 1.
That was a... Okay. It was a 4. The second one.
Oh.
It was a 4.
What's wrong?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, oh, good for you.
Okay, so then I'll add 3. So then she got... There we go.
I miss sitting next to you. I love you, but I miss sitting next to you.
Thanks.
Okay. I'm still working on Felix, and when I get to his head, I will just start just cleaning all the blood and stuff off of him, and I'll kind of just hold him by the temples and whisper in his ear so no one can hear it. A rightful place awaits.
You hear this entire thing as you come back to consciousness.
Oh, that's gross. A rightful place awaits you in the realms
It's
above,
echoing in your head.
in the land of the great light. Come in peace and live beneath the sun again, where the trees and flowers grow.
At this point, you are conscious, and like when you come back up, you see his eyes start to blink, and you kind of feel as you lift, you feel this breath on your face, and Haven, this should not be happening. You know this should not be happening. There's no chance in hell this would have ever happened.
Help! Help!
At this point, no.
She kind of like, assuming...
This is while you're drinking a potion, yeah.
Yeah, she
I did it!
needs help. She's like... Are you okay?
Cleric!
Clerics are
Someone come here now!
running down at this point at where you are.
She'll run over.
And they look like they're about to tend to you, but then they see Felix. Like, the clerics, like, they don't move at this point. Like, they're frozen. They all look at each other like...
I'm the greatest healer ever!
They're like, what did you do?
Felix?
You see this.
Felix?
He's gonna be kind of like wide-eyed, like
I'm just checking him.
ears ringing, all screaming.
Yeah. Oh, you're not able to move. By the way.
Felix?
Sorry. One more thing. Make your own Constitution.
Okay.
Saving throw real quick.
How's it going? Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
What
So
the
you will since it's an unnatural 20, you will only suffer level 3 exhaustion.
I like it. Okay.
So when she comes over and she sees that he's okay, like he's awake and breathing, she... Are you like over him? Are you like...
Yeah, my hands are probably
Like
still
she
on
was
his
whispering in
temples.
his ear. She leaned down to say this prayer. She came back up, and then
My hands are still on his like temples. Probably not anymore though. But I'm still holding my hands out. Like what the hell, Felix?
So she is the strangest combination of elated and relieved and pissed. And she just like the first thing she does is she like starts bawling and like throws herself on top of you.
Okay, he only has one hit point
And
left.
just while she's sobbing into your shoulder, just being like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And then after that, she'll lift herself up and she'll just glare at all of the clerics and Haven and be like,
every cleric looks so confused.
Do you all just suck at your jobs or something? What the hell? How many times am I going to be told that this man is dead?
Almost like you're ushering, and I start checking his pulse and like looking over him, like you feel all these hands all over you.
When she lays, I'm gonna try to like a nice pat, not a get off me, but
yeah, you can just feel people tugging on your ears, checking you, like looking, like one of them opened your eye and checks, like they're not even being considered. They're just touching, poking, prodding you, seeing what the hell is going on.
Did they ask me what did I do?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we kind of jumped away from that. Yeah, what did you do?
Okay. Sorry about that.
Resume?
I just want to make sure.
They said, what did you do? You were about to say something.
oh yeah, he's gonna like whisper, "You're a damn good cleric."
Did Juniper hear that? I would like to get my props.
It's up to y'all.
What the
It's player
fuck
versus
happened?
player. She's close enough to, but it's up to you if you say it loud enough for Juniper to hear. Yeah, you're being poked and prodded, and they're confused. People are writing stuff down. Like no one's paying any. Like they're not even talking to y'all. They're just. Oh, that. I mean, they're still kind of looking up at you, like they're confused. They think you did something or whatever.
I think I did something.
I'm not confirming or denying. I'm just saying that's what they think. That's what's going through their mind.
I didn't know if it would work.
Yeah, how long was I out?
Couple hours.
Can you grab the clock?
I'll grab
I
his
assume it's
clock.
under. I don't know where it is. It's in my stuff,
I'll grab it for you.
and then I'm gonna try to look at it.
The clock.
Then what time it is? It says.
What time it is? Oh, that's right. You got it tuned. That's right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just got it kind of tuned.
Yeah. You got close,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's like 2 to 3 or something.
Yeah.
So, it's
So right about now, it's probably about 11 at night. Ballpark.
Well, I can tell it's at night, not during the day.
Oh yeah. Look, there's giant windows.
Oh, okay.
There's windows that line it almost like a chapel along all this the far right wall, like giant stained glass windows all the way down this wall, and it's definitely nighttime outside. You see kind of torchlight from next door buildings or something, but
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, me neither.
what worked? Clerics are still very confused.
You were dead.
Are we supposed to go somewhere to meet with this?
He's on his way, and he specially requested
Where we go?
injections for all three of you.
Injections?
No, for your legs. He's,
Huh?
It's a special treatment where Ardon's paying for. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be up on your feet within the hour after he speaks with you. I think he wants you immobilized just so he can make sure he can talk to you.
Do you have something for him? Coming back is horrible.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. What?
I'm
you were talking to the cleric. I thought you were talking to Austin. Sorry. What now?
Do you have something to help stabilize him more? Because
Yes.
from what I've been told, coming back is terrible.
All three of you are getting. Now he wasn't willing to give a diamond, but all three of you are going to get top tier, very expensive treatment, and you will be up by tonight.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's not the worst thing that's happened. I don't feel as shitty, you know. I've had worse days, I think. What?
Then dying?
Oh,
You were.
how long was I out? 2 hours?
3.
3 hours? No.
Fuck, she left.
No, she left. She's going as fast as she can too. She's gone.
I look at one of the clerks that's still here. Could you get us some tea for him, please?
Tea's already on the way. Yours as well. It looks like every nurse is like here. Like they're still it's a little bit calmer, but they're kind of still looking at him. They're kind of whispering to each other, like, and a few of them leave and a few of them stay. Like they're just very puzzled still.
Can I pick up on any of the
whispers? This is a phenomenon, huh?
Can I pick up on? I'm the greatest cleric ever.
You can make that perception check if you'd like to listen. It's a little high though because they kind of walked a little bit away from the bed.
so close to being great. No.
What was it?
It was 17.
It was 17. That's good.
It was almost 24.
17's okay.
Okay.
To hear. I mean, they said that cleric did something. I know she did something. She's not something along that. Well, they're not mad. They're just like, what is this? What?
I had a great teacher. I'm self-taught. What the fuck did I?
Why does he want to talk to us? What happened?
That is a fantastic Juniper. What the hell were those things? All I remember is we were going upstairs, and then this beacon of death was in front of you, and
I was there.
they said he saved us. He killed them all. And they said that you attacked mine.
No, he was waiting there. He was just waiting.
Maybe he thought we had a handle on the situation.
It didn't look like we had a handle on the situation.
Well, we did, and then we very quickly didn't. Have you ever seen this before, Juniper?
No, I really don't want to talk about it, thanks.
What if they come back?
Pretty sure they won't.
At this point, the giant doors on the other side of the room open.
He's got a long way to walk.
Huh? Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good. And the what?
I'm just gonna send it to the group chat.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Pix is fine. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes, Pix is fine. Walking into this room, and followed by some town guard and some higher-looking officials of the, you can assume to be of the town, closely following suit behind this blonde-haired, very pale-skinned man. The first thing you almost notice about him is his glowing red eyes. He doesn't have humanoid-like eyes; it's almost just full glowing red. As he walks forward, and Alex is sending a inspiration, a close picture to the group chat. If you want to take a look at what we're looking at here, we cannot show it on Twitch though because it is not our image, but that is the inspiration I used. He is wearing sort of a black tailored jacket. He has a very pointed face as he walks very tall, arms back, hands behind his back, and eyes forward and almost fixed on your bed or on your three beds as he floats over, and he says, "Friends, hi. How are you liking Tristanwood? Don't think I've seen any of you here before."
Do I recognize him as any kind of political figure in Tristanwood?
No, you do not.
I'm gonna try to sit up.
Would we need to?
There is no history check. I know all of your backstories. None of you would know this person.
Would we need?
Secrets.
No. It's only that happens on purpose.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. So he stands at the foot of. I think yours in the middle. He looks at you. Are you enjoying Tristan?
A nice town.
Nice town. You like it?
Yeah.
I liked the statue a lot. It's a shame. I'm sad, but I'll get over it. It was just a lot of money. My main point is it was very impressive. It was one of my greatest accomplishments to Mother.
What?
Statue to Mother. It was one of my greatest accomplishments to Mother.
To our goddess Tiamat.
No, I know who Mother is. I'm confused. Who are you?
Oh, I need to introduce myself. I'm Weruga. Can I get your names, please?
You're Weruga?
I am.
Felix.
Felix, nice to meet you, friend.
We What?
You're not wearing
The people behind them like stiffen up. Make a wisdom saving throw for it.
Oh no! I hate that face she makes. Because it
You
means
stress
something
me
really
out.
funny is about to happen.
7.
Oh
You
no.
see it. You feel the same fear all of these people feel as he darts his eyes at you. I'm not. He looks serious. Hang on. He looks dead serious as the whole room goes silent. You didn't have to do a wisdom saving throw. Y'all don't feel fear unless you want to feel fear by the presence of the room. But everyone in the room almost went silent when Juniper asked that question for a moment. I gotta go back to that same music. But anyway, they all went silent. You feel like this terror inside you when he looks in your eyes, like he's about to just kill you right here and now. But he looks at you like this,
Oh god.
and he smiles. Yes, I am.
My lord.
That is my name. I made that name. His eyes almost flare for a second before going back to normal. Takes a deep breath. And when he breathes, you see this slight, almost translucent cloud of green smoke almost exhale from his mouth for a moment. And you no longer feel fear.
It's just that, we met someone on the road, another dragon, who said he was Werrigar.
Puzzling.
And he looked nothing like you, so I'm sorry if I was wrong, but I thought. Doesn't matter.
I'll bow. I'll do the respectful bow thing.
He kind of looks at you. Make a performance check real quick.
Oh no.
That's fine. I mean, you know how to bow, but I'm seeing if you...
Wow.
You can do performance or charisma.
Okie dokie. You know.
Charisma?
Whee! 21.
21. Rise. This person says he's using my name.
Yes, my lord.
My name.
Your name. Not your likeness, though. It was significantly less impressive.
I have a fun follow-up question. Where is he?
We have no idea.
He said, "I'll be right back," and then he didn't.
Where was this?
In the woods.
Is that right, Felix?
Yeah, next to the chimney house, broken down house.
The
thing.
smoking chimney,
Yeah.
yes.
It's like
A couple hours from Brushwind.
You found yourself near the chimney house. What are you doing up there?
Well, the imposter Werrigar told us to check it out.
and took of all our gold.
We were coming from Brushwind on our way here. He stopped us on the road.
Someone claiming to be Werrigar sent you to this house. On the
Yes.
hill. And we're talking about the same hill, the one just outside Tristawood, on the one with the smoking chimney, and there was nothing inside. So you went there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I see. I assume you found nothing.
I didn't find anything.
Didn't find anything. Okay.
I personally did not find anything.
Make a deception check.
I did not.
She personally did not find anything.
It's a lie by omission sort of deal. You know, it's like you're using technicalities, so you could still look guilty.
She is not lying, though.
What do you mean?
She said, I personally did not. She made sure to use those words. I personally did not find anything.
Yeah, but that's like someone, you know, it's still like
It wouldn't
you're
count
trying
as
to be
perjury.
I do
Yeah.
have my backup
that
character
would
ready.
still
No!
count as a lie.
13.
13?
That was pretty good.
And your name again.
Juniper.
That was the truth.
She's correct. She did not find anything. However, it's a very crowded room. If there's a place with people that you trust, as opposed to a bunch of people that none of us know, my lord,
I believe you have tea waiting. Did you all three have tea? He looks behind him the cleric with the
We
tray.
got tea don't even know about, bro.
And then he motions them forward. Here, I made sure all three of you have a cup. Give them the shots. I want to walk with them. This will be fun. And these clerics, without question, Claven, you know they.
Claven? Who the fuck is Claven?
Yes, Claven.
It's
Claven.
my alter ego.
Yes, Claven. You see these.
Yes.
You see these herricks come over to all of your beds, and they're approaching you with these giant needles,
Oh my god.
which are kind of new to the world, ish. Yeah. But they approach you, and the clerics, without even asking, almost like to appease Wearer God, just stick them in your leg. Like usually,
I'll
this
pull up my thing.
yeah,
too.
the clerics have been very respectful of y'all's space, very like, is it okay if I touch you? Is it okay if I do this? Now they're just touching you and injecting you, unless there's any fight there. Within moments, he sits on his bed and kind of dusts off his pants, almost like he's waiting for it to kick in, your injections. That'll kick in a few moments. However, I want to hear more about the house. And I want to know why you omitted something, Juniper.
I didn't omit. I just stopped talking.
Omitted. Omitted to me.
I'm sorry.
Well, we are being blackmailed.
We will talk about it when we're alone.
Indeed. Yes. That's why we're very eager. Need to look up here about. As he looks around. Juniper, are you actually doing that, looking down?
Yes.
Oh.
You can make a point perception check real quick, because you are actively looking at him, and he looks dead at something. I want to see if you know what he's looking at.
8.
24.
24? Okay.
I'm not forgetting that +4 wisdom.
Okay, 24. Okay, so he looks over at what seems to be, what was yours, 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you look over and you can't tell what it is he looked at so aggressively when he said that. But you notice he's looking at this orderly who's in the corner who is not even a part of this conversation. You said 24?
Mm-hmm.
He's not that far away. He's only a few beds down. But with a 24, you see he's wearing these gloves that are kind of haphazardly on. But poking out of one glove with the broom, you can see some kind of tattoo on the back of his hand.
Okay.
So, Weragog kind of death glared at him before turning back to you.
Yes.
How are you feeling? You all kind of shake your legs and you're feeling fine now. And you all have teacups in your hands at this point. It's almost like the cleric's kind of
What kind of tea is it?
Green.
Green tea.
Walk with me.
Can you stand?
I'll try.
I'll help him to his feet.
The injections, all of you are back at max health.
Thank God.
Okay, what about exhaustion?
Your exhaustion. I can't do anything for your exhaustion at this point.
That's fine.
However, you are able to. What is level 3 exhaustion? One more
It's
time,
not too bad.
just to make sure I'm not.
Disadvantage on attacks and
Yeah,
saving.
yeah. That's what I
Your
thought it
speed
was.
is half.
Speed is half.
Yeah, half speed. Yeah, that's right. Speed half, disadvantage on attack, disadvantage on ability checks. Okay, yeah, you're fine. So yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of have to limp. Maybe that's fine. If you're walking mostly anyway. Yeah, hey, someone by the name of B. Hopman 4 says you guys rock.
Ah, thanks.
Yay! Anyway, so thank you, B. Hopman. So kind of stands, and the clerics kind of disperse, almost making a way.
I'll do
And he politely stands at the foot, almost waiting for you guys to collect yourselves.
I'll get my shit. And I'll do the drunk man carry, like put one of his arms over my shoulder and kind of help him walk.
No, make sure I got everything.
And kind of he walks forward, and almost in front of you. And are you following? All of you going with him at this point?
Are
Guys
you close to us?
She will just kind of numbly put her shoulder over her bag. She's gonna keep her head.
I was gonna
down.
say he might say if you didn't grab your bag, Weragog might motion get your things.
Oh, nice guy.
Juniper, he's kind of sliding a bit. Can you get the other side, please?
At this point, he's kind of walking away while you're fumbling yourselves. Like he knows you're gonna follow him, but y'all are still fumbling back here.
She'll, without talking, go to help.
I'll kind of lean in like I'm trying to help him, but be like, one of the neighbors is in here, so that's what he's glaring at. And we will make haste.
Okay, you make your way up to where Aga, and you can hear Felix, walk with me. You two, stay behind me.
I'm just gonna.
Get this man a cane.
Oh my god, you're gonna look like a pimp!
Heck yeah.
A kind of generic cane is brought to you at this point, so you can kind of get some assistance.
Cool,
It's not
cool
so
hat.
it's not so bad for you to walk right now.
Alright.
That was impressive. Very impressive. Kind of looks at you in the corner of his eye as he walks, like not looking at you, but almost keeping his nose straight forward and only talking to you while his red eyes kind of shift in your direction.
Okay, he's not really looking him in the eyes, not as disrespect, but kind of as respect.
Almost
That
as
makes sense?
respect. Yeah.
So.
We're out of the temple at this point?
You guys are walking. You're just leaving the temple as he asked Felix to walk with him, and y'all guys are in the streets of Tristawood at this point.
Okay.
Sorry. Time 8:43. Okay, yeah, we're still on time. I was admiring your work. I enjoy a good fight.
Appreciate it. Pretty one-sided though.
Are you one of mine from up north?
No.
No? Show courage. I like that. To save them too. And the liar. What do you think I should do with the liar? Your opinion. Honest. Don't
Honest
be afraid.
opinion, she's just a kid. She lived in the same.
I was thinking the same thing. That disrespect won't go far. She, in this world though. But, I'm understanding. I think I made my point.
And he'll kind of like turn around and like look, and then he'll like nod.
Then make a charisma check.
Okay. Golly, I'm a bard for
You plus
5.
one charisma?
5, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, he still said it, but he kind of noticed you look back, and he's like, yeah. Whenever you said you looked back and did that to Juniper or whatever.
No. I looked back, seeing her looking down, and then came back and like nodded, like because he just said.
Oh, you didn't know
I was affirmating.
Void the charisma check. I was doing something
Okay.
else. Okay, void it. Forget
Okay.
it. That was my misunderstanding. Forget it. Okay, so you didn't look back to nod at her.
No.
It was,
I just looked back,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
as
yeah.
in, yeah.
Yeah, because he saw you look back, because he's glancing at you, but... okay. So, you were led through the streets, some more, kind of walking past the fountain at this point. And then it looks like you are actually walking towards the tavern, the inside joke. And so you guys make your way up the steps, and but when he gets to the top of the steps, he doesn't go into the bar. And everywhere you guys go, people are kind of like, not bowing on their knee, but kind of stopping and just kind of out of respect. It's not out of fear. It's obviously people just really respect the guy. So it's almost like they're bowing as he passes, and then continues on with their business. And he stops at the door of the inn and turns, and he says, "I very much enjoy this place. Do you mind?"
I thought we were told to stay behind.
Oh no, behind him and Felix.
Oh.
You guys were. I guess I'm not
we're
just
not
conveying
there.
my words well tonight.
It's a day.
It's a day.
It's a weird day.
But yes, you guys were behind him the whole time. You guys were behind him and Felix. He wanted to talk to Felix kind of away from you two. That's why he looked back, and that's why he said he looked back.
Gotcha.
Because y'all were kind of following, and he turns and he says, "I very much enjoy the inside joke. Do you mind?"
Not at all.
Juniper, can I buy you a drink? Come on in. Kind of looks at you for a second. Like, because y'all just talked about her. Opens the door. Please. He lets people walk in first. He, opening the door, and when he opens the door, there was music, but when they saw Where Aga, the bartender dropped a glass, and then and then
Jesus, my dad.
and then he casts some spell, and you see some lights flick, get a little bit brighter in here. Like it gets a little bit brighter the moment Rogal walks in. They always do that. They know I like it a little brighter in here.
Thank you.
Of course, I like to see. I kid. He leads you over to a table, and it's full of these. It's the same people that Rin kicked ass with, and it looks like they're out. But they're sitting at the table, and they see Where God, and he says, "Excuse me, gentlemen, may I have this table with my friends?" And they all immediately stand up.
Do you know how much street cred we're about to get?
Chairs scooch out, and they just leave and take their drinks with them. One of them stays behind and wipes down the table with a rag that was on another table. Like, of course, my lord. They leave, and he says, "Please sit down." And all of you do.
Mm-hmm.
Juniper, what do you drink?
Wine.
Hey, he leans over to the table next to him, where there's other patrons who are kind of looking over at you guys. Almost everybody's looking at this table, but not making it so annoying. It's almost like they're glancing. There's a celebrity in the room or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He looks over at the next table. You, get my friend some drinks. Get her a wine. We don't want to talk to the waiter. I want you to handle this for me. Go talk to the waiter and get a wine, ales, and I'll have wine as well. And then without question, they get up. They're a patron. He's making them get up and go get the drinks for them. Don't bother the server. It's a busy night. You do it.
Wow!
So he sits at his own chair at this point, cracks his knuckles, and leans back. So, tell me about this house. After these other tables find somewhere else to sit, you hear chairs around you moving, and this place is already a little packed, so now these people are going to be standing somewhere, probably. But every table around you has been cleared after he loudly said that. The music kind of starts to pick up again. Things kind of go back to normal, kind of like, let's keep the vibe going, but let's all be cool. He's here, But he looks at you two. Now, I noticed you two are musicians. Could you play at some point tonight on the stage? Are you that good?
Yeah, we could play. I could play a couple songs.
I love a good song.
Oh.
Do you play? Are you part of? Are you a band? Are you three a band?
I know 3 chords, and I can play them very well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Interesting. And you? Yeah, you can play a tune?
I can play it too.
I like music. What about you? Oh, what is it, dearie? What is it? Speak.
No, I don't have any musical talent.
Oh, that is a birdie's instrument. You shouldn't be holding that. He looks over at you almost to laugh at her for a second. Am I right? Looks at you.
She does enjoy music, though.
Juniper. Felix, almost like he's not acknowledging you're crying. Juniper, Felix and I were talking, and we realized you made a mistake lying to me earlier. I want to hear from you what was in the house. If you wouldn't mind. At this point, the patron brings over your drinks and sets them in front of you, and then kind of stands there waiting. The Weregal looks up at this patron who's just standing there like an idiot.
Thank you.
And then the patron's looking at him like he looks like he's nervous, he doesn't look scary. He's like, what is wrong with you now? And he's like, you can go. Before we were rudely interrupted by moron. I kid.
Oh, Alex.
I kid. Juniper, what was in there? What was in the house?
Can I reach over and kind of just put my hand on her knee?
Yeah.
You can tell.
In like a comforting way, not in a don't you fucking talk way.
Just tell him. He saved us. And he deserves to hear.
Juniper, I'm going to lay down my guard for a moment. He looks around. I have to be powerful in front of the public. I have to appear strong. I'm sorry I've upset you. But right now, I do need to hear what is in that house. I'm not angry with you, Juniper. It's okay.
I just get in trouble.
Felix and I both agree. You're just a child. It's okay. You don't know any better. It's okay.
My lord, if I might give you some insight as to why she's so scared.
You will speak when spoken to, Haven, if you won't mind. I
Yes,
was
ma'am.
in the middle of talking with her. Juniper, look at me. I'm not angry.
I forget, did the neighbor from the bar, did he make himself known to Juniper, or was it just Haven and Felix? I think it was just
I don't
the two of
remember.
them.
I think it was. I had all of you roll for that. I don't remember who knew and who didn't.
Okay.
But he'll continue a little bit more. I originally came to you wanting to know what happened with those specters that appeared in my streets. But when you three mentioned the house, it's much more pressing to me. Juniper, this house is very important to me. I've been trying to find out what is there for a long time. Do your dragon lord a solid and help me. Perhaps I can help you with something.
She'll kind of like look up at like Felix and Haven, kind of like a please don't make me say it kind of a thing. Although she knows she has to. First, and she's gonna like dig through her backpack and pull out the letter that her dad wrote, and she's gonna start kind of shuffling through the papers of it, and then pull out the document. First,
The document of her taxes?
yeah,
Okay. I don't think. Oh, Juniper hasn't paid her own yet, right?
no,
Okay.
I've never left home before, so
Did you evade a few taxes, Juniper?
no, I didn't.
Did you
My
miss some?
my dad said that this would work, but they
She's frightened. Juniper. 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 It's okay. I'm not here for your taxes. I'm sure you're a very upstanding citizen. I'm sure you've paid me well. I'm here about the house.
that's the thing. Like,
Hey, Ben, do you want to help her? I'm getting a little impatient.
We went. Do I see the bartender that's a neighbor?
The bar? No.
Okay.
Not here.
The imposter had us check the house.
Okay. She did a part of the story for you. He looks at you, smiles. Thank you. And Felix, say the next part of the story.
I'm gonna cast disguise self and my hand is gonna turn into like one with the tattoo has it.
That's smart.
Okay.
And so
His eyes widen. And he grins. What spell did you just cast to make that happen?
disguise self.
Why, oh why would you do that? Particular mark.
Because of the house.
And why is it because of the house, Juniper?
If I tell you, I don't know if this will mean anything.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Ooh.
18. I'm sure that's still.
You're scared.
Yeah.
You're terrified.
Well, she's already terrified.
Yeah,
Doesn't really matter.
He didn't noticeably do anything this time, but you do feel this terror inside you when you start to talk. So
Although I suppose this would make her more afraid of him than the neighbors.
Yeah.
So
possibly at this moment, yeah.
yeah.
Because at this point, he keeps being calm, but he just made that happen. Without, y'all didn't even notice this. He didn't do anything to indicate he did that. It did anything.
Shanks, yeah.
They said they would say we were tax evaders and that they took our pictures and made fake papers. I don't. The people.
The people.
Underground.
Underground people. Makes sense. Underground. How underground? Why is the chimney smoking? He looks. This point, he looks back at you two like he's just wanting to answer.
It's a forge. The entrance is in the chimney.
I've seen the chimney. I've been inside the chimney. I've torn apart part of the house. There is nothing I've been there.
The bricks in the chimney. You pull them out, and there's a ladder.
A false wall?
False wall. You go down, and there's a forge. We don't know what they're doing.
Oh,
Juniper.
Juniper, she's just surprising me.
Yeah. I went down first. They ran. And then
They ran.
they ran.
Who ran?
The neighbors.
Okay.
They imprisoned us. Took our pictures.
Makes sense.
Got our fingerprints. And said if we did not retrieve the egg on top of Tiamat's tooth, that they would falsify tax evading documents.
You're very wise to tell me this, because I will now make sure that does not happen. They cannot touch you.
Sandre is in the house.
Sandre thread-like.
At least we've been deceived before.
That's where she is.
Tiefling woman.
He starts to breathe heavy, and like this green smoke is coming out of the side of his mouth. His eyes are glowing. He's smiling like she's
did
down there.
And if we
Finally found you.
And she said that if we were to divulge her location, yes, she would die. But the neighbors would come after us. That is why Juniper is so scared. They seem to have a plan for every course of action.
Oh, they can come after you, but I'll make sure your record is fine.
Thank you.
It's not going to happen. You are very wise to tell me. This is why I'm here, to protect you from scum such as them.
I could not agree more.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
No, she immediately. I don't know if you heard, but she
She
said
did.
thank
She
you
did say
immediately.
thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Your imposter. Do you care to know what he looks like?
My
Well,
imposter.
The one who claimed to be Weruga.
I was going to go into that. However, I still want to know more about the neighborhood and what they wanted from you. Before we get to that, I also have follow-up questions about what you did to my streets. But we'll get to that. This is why we're here to talk. After break. We'll be right back. We
What?
are back.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Okay. The last place we left off was. What was he saying? Damn it! I'm so bad about that.
You should write it down.
You should.
I should write it down.
We should.
But I.
Oh, he said he had more follow-up questions for us
Oh.
that we'll get back to after this break.
Right. Yes.
Thank you.
I want to know more about. He continues. Sorry, we're back. He continues. I want to know more about what happened down there, below the house, before we get to the other subjects.
From which one of us, my lord?
I'm sorry,
From which one of us?
whoever. He glances over at Juniper, but turns his attention to whoever wants to speak.
I dispel the disguise self, so I'm not, blatantly flinging around.
Sandre had us all play a game of cards individually.
Pretentious bitch.
Well, that's how she acquired her fingerprints, made the falsified documents saying we were tax evaders, and told us we had to retrieve a crystal egg being guarded by a troll on top of Tiamat's tomb.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't know what that was. I just left it alone.
We were told to retrieve the egg for a benefactor. She didn't tell us who. And
If we did that, then
They
they
would-
wouldn't send the documents out.
they would void them. They originally were going to sell us as slaves.
That explains another question. So that is why you three were on the mountain.
Yes, my lord.
I saw signs that something was rigged, though. It's almost as if there were tripwires I discovered.
Is that
In fact, they're here in town with me. Are those yours? Did you do this?
someone got to the egg before we did?
Dragonborn. The Dragonborn, indeed.
Yes.
Not to worry, she'll be gone by morning.
But, my lord, in the forge, they had a bunch of melted gold. I don't think they're going to make weapons out of them.
I certainly don't think they're going to pay me with that gold either.
I would not imagine so. Maybe they're mixing it with something cheaper, making fool's gold.
Investigations will be made, and each of you will be rewarded for helping me with this. I've been looking for this problem for a very long time. I thank each of you. I do. This has been a headache for years. Sandre and I, let's just say we don't see eye to eye. But that won't matter soon, of course. And yes, it's possible if you leave my realm, Evergreen Valley, it's possible the Thieves Guild will try to harass you. But once I send out my own word to other Dragonlords, you will be fine. Always carry your tax papers.
Always.
But enough about you. I kid. What did they say? When you were down there? Like, other than the egg, did they want anything else? Were they looking for anything? Did they mention anything about... Like, he's actually talking like this slowly, like he's choosing his words. Did they mention anything about a strange man? That's as far as I would like to say.
Can I make a history check? Because this happened so long ago. For me. Because I don't remember.
Yeah, you can do a recall check. All of you can if you wish. I mean, nothing was said though.
16?
Nothing was
Nothing.
Nothing was said. I'll just go ahead and give you. Yeah, nothing was said.
No.
Okay. That's all. But they wanted this egg.
They did mention that there might be more jobs in the future if we were to do it well, which I feel like we've kind of screwed the pooch on that.
It's interesting the Thieves Guild would want this egg. It's interesting someone would pay the Thieves Guild to get that egg. It's worthless. It's garbage. It's crystal, yes, nice. But it might as well be a prop in a play. It probably belongs to a noble. It's nice, I'll get that, but it's it's nothing that the Thieves Guild would concern themselves with. It's just interesting.
They just said they have a buyer, someone paying a lot of money for it. That's the only reason they told us they wanted it.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the egg yourself, my lord?
I've seen the egg myself. I flew by it and I ignored it. I didn't think it was going to be a problem. I did not investigate it. For all I knew, it was some animals. When I got a closer look and I realized it was junk, I left it alone. But you mentioned a troll. There are no trolls in my lands.
Yeah, none that we saw. So, perhaps there's something concealed within the egg?
There was. How did you know that?
If they wanted it, and it appears to be junk, the only logical assumption is there's something in it that they need. Something they can use.
What do you think was in the egg, Haven?
I have no idea. I know through my own spells I need certain components, so maybe there's a component in there that they need, or some sort of magical energy that they can tap into.
While you're talking, he stops and he's like dead in the middle of the table. Like, who sent you to that house again? The Weragon impersonator?
Yes.
He was also a dragon.
You're sure?
No.
No?
He was green, but not the same color. It was teal, maybe?
Teal?
Kind of.
His wings were, yeah. But he never turned into a dragon.
We saw him walk away and then we saw a dragon.
We saw wings sprout from him as he flew away. But we never saw him become a dragon.
I thought we did.
I
I thought we saw
Did
a
we?
dragon
You-
fly
Am I
off.
remembering
you saw
things incorrectly?
him walk into the woods.
Uh-huh.
He kind of disappeared behind some trees. You did see some wings come out from his back.
Yes.
But you didn't see him actually turn into a dragon.
Okay.
You saw him walk that way, and from that way above him, you saw a dragon coming from that way. And it definitely, I mean, it doesn't look like the dragon you saw on, it didn't look like the dragon you saw on the roof back at, whenever you were dying. So, they did not look the same.
You asked if we were sure. It's a logical assumption, but to say with 100% certainty, no, we cannot say with 100% certainty that he was a dragon.
Just a really big coincidence.
It is.
But he did walk into the woods so we couldn't see him before he transformed.
All we saw were wings.
But he did have teal wings.
He did.
Do you think you could get in contact with him again? You said he'd be right back.
We waited for a couple of hours and he didn't come back.
I think...
He also sniffed us.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
It was different.
Oh. My. He looks around. No one's looking at us anymore. Juniper, go get someone. Bring them to this table.
Does it matter who?
No, it doesn't matter who. The first person you see, bring them to this table.
Okay, so she'll kind of get up and immediately kind of shuffle over to the first person that she can see,
I know.
grabs their arm, and just like starts walking them back over to the table, like no context.
Yeah, when you walk over there, though, while you're gone, he leans over to you. Finish your drinks, we're leaving. I need to show you something.
I'll hand him my ale.
I'll down it.
Did you even drink your wine at all, Juniper? Okay. So
I'll hand him her wine.
I mean, you're not going to finish it. He's just saying, hey, finish up. We're about to go leave. But you bring this guy back to the table. You. Thank you. Juniper, you. Go to the guardhouse. Tell them I want the egg. Meet me.
Oh, no.
Meet me at the trading yards. And he says, the guy talking, my lord, I'm afraid the guardhouse is closed to the public right now. And he stops like he's going to talk, and he looks back. Tell them Weraga's in town, and if they have a problem, come to me. They're going to let you in, and they're going to let you walk in and grab the egg, and you're going to bring the egg back personally. Like looking, like he's next to you, Juniper, so he's looking at him. Like, is that understood? And he's like,
dude, just go. Like, to the guy.
The guards might kill. Go! At this point, he runs out the door. Juniper, we're leaving. You can take your bottle. They won't mind. We're not paying for these. Let's go.
I love him.
So actually, you kind of you have the wine, right?
No, if it's a bottle, I'll just give it to her. Make sure she has it.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted him to kind of he grabs it from you because he said he grabs it.
Yeah,
like,
handed it to him.
Drink on your way, dude. Let's go. And he stands up and slowly walks out, and you guys are following him at this point.
Yep.
You guys are in the night streets of Trista Wood. People are acknowledging you as you walk, and you guys are slowly walking, like obviously having a nice conversation in his city, and people are leaving you alone, people are making room, and he continue. And at this point, all of you are kind of shoulder to shoulder, and people are, y'all seeing this, and he's talking. He's kind of looking, like y'all are shoulder to shoulder with him. He's looking straight ahead. He's kind of doing the same thing he was doing with Felix, kind of looking at you out of the corner of his eyes, like back and forth. I assume Juniper might be on one side, you two might be on the other, maybe. And
I would be next to Juniper.
Okay, sure. So you're alone on his left, you two are on his right. So occasionally, when he's talking, he looks at you just out of the corner. But when he walks, he always walks the same way, face straight forward, looking out of the corner of his eyes to speak to you only. Very proper and high and mighty. As he makes his way through the streets, while we're on our way, I would like to hear what happened back there. As he kind of looks back at the wreckage, which was your fighting grounds for those specters, and y'all are kind of stepping over some of the spillage y'all caused when you were kind of muddling around in the water that was on the streets, the foliage that was not cleaned up yet from the mess.
I have no idea. We were in the inside joke, and Felix and I were walking upstairs. One of them appeared downstairs and started attacking. So we went back down to help, and more of them just appeared.
Interesting. This might have something to do with the egg. It's possible. I've never seen anything like this, but it's possible you people were just tricked. It seems like you were the victims here. Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of this. I need you to help me, though.
It just occurred to me we'd never thanked you for saving our lives.
Oh, not to worry. That's why I'm here. But still, I do like to thank you.
You have a deepest gratitude.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Just keep making me gold. I kid. He continues to walk forward now. What else was it? Fuck. Yeah. Tell me, what did he look like? The man, the Werega.
Darker skin. His hair was dreaded. Did he have green eyes? Can't remember.
They were
yellow.
Golden brown
Mm-hmm.
with flecks of green.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Like a teal green.
Okay, Juniper would have said that maybe, right? Or did you want Hayden to say it?
She is attempting to not.
Okay,
get
so
along.
okay, you were just reminding her. I see. Okay.
Did he have piercings? He had piercings, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had several piercings,
Tattoos.
He possessed a sort of energy that prevented these two from walking forward.
This one. All of you make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to use this.
Oh, dang it. Oh wait, I gotta make
23
23.
plus extra
Okay.
4.
Forgot disadvantage. But still 16.
12.
Well, except for everybody except Haven, y'all stop dead in your tracks as you feel this spear in the pit of your stomach.
I'm still walking.
And yeah, Haven is still walking
Yeah.
by him.
That.
And then he turns. Come! And it's almost like his voice alone was enough to overpower that fear thing he did as you walk forward because he demanded you to.
Yeah, he did something to them like that.
At this point, I kind of see what looks to be training yards empty at this point. Y'all walk into these training yards. It's empty. As I said, it's empty, but you can kind of see it's just this large field that you are standing in the middle of. And is there anything else I should know? I'm very much enjoying this information. It seems like you people have a lot of interesting things to tell me. Is there anything else that I've perhaps missed that you'd like to divulge to me?
She's gonna drop her bag. Start rifling through it. And she's gonna pull something out and kind of timidly kind of shuffle towards him and hand him the deck of cards.
Holds out his hand. What's this?
I think they came from that.
A little louder for the mic, at least. Sorry, we don't have wireless mics yet.
I think they came from that.
The cards. Are these the ones Sandri played with you?
No. Those we found on the road. They
Kind of looks him over.
they do things.
Can I keep them? Do you mind?
I already got rid of them once.
These look fun. I always enjoy some entertainment. Puts it in his shirt pocket. And at this point, you see that same nervous patron coming back with his twiddling his thumbs.
Oh, no.
Empty-handed.
Oh no.
And y'all, all of you kind of see him. Like the field's kind of big, so you kind of see him walking. And Waraga kind of slowly looks at him, looks a little annoyed. And then, but it's gonna take him a second to get here. So. Sorry for you're about to have to see in a moment. Before he gets here, I wanted to ask about the Dragonborn. What were you doing up there with her? Oh, the Dragonborn. What were you doing up there with her?
Well, her daughter posted a job board to find that elderly woman because she was missing. And I took on the job, found her halfway up the mountain.
I see.
And she needed the egg to sell for their freedom. And she ran and picked up the egg. And that's when it all...
He does this. He's like squinting his eyes. She was after the egg.
Yes.
to sell, yeah.
I thought you said the Thieves Guild did this job. Is she with the Thieves Guild?
No. She was just a slave, and she was trying to buy her freedom for her family.
Was this posted in the Inside Joke?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This makes sense. I understand now.
When she grabbed it, that's when the typhoon happened.
The dam broke loose.
It might not be a man's fault. patron's fault that the egg is not in his hands.
He's like almost here. He's walking slowly, like shuffling at this point. Oh, he's almost here. What do you mean it's not his fault? He's coming back empty-handed. I gave him a very clear instruction.
It might be missing. She had mentioned stealing it for us
From my city guard.
in order to strike a deal with you to release her mother. We'll find some way for her mother to escape.
You're saying she conspired to take something from my town guard's vaults. And you went along with it.
We were ordered to come speak with you. I thought she was going to get caught. She said she was sneaky like her mother, and her mother is not sneaky.
Is that a lie?
No.
That's not yeah, okay. Yeah.
Haven even said, if you're using your mother as an example, then I don't think you're very sneaky.
Okay. So at this point, the guy comes to, this guy, he comes forward with empty-handed, and he says, my lord, you're dismissed. Get out of my sight. She's obviously very sneaky. Go get it. Go get it now.
Yes, my
Do
lord.
not let it go to Sandre. Now!
We leave. You missed a lot.
So yeah, at this point you guys leave Werrogah. He's kind of standing in the
Yep.
middle of the field, like watching you leave at this point. But you guys are alone. You guys leave Werrogah.
You missed a whole lot.
Well, fill me in.
I fill him in.
Go ahead and just
Damn it.
do a quick recap.
Latrix's
Because
kid
sometimes we're not sure what is said and what's not said. So
came and was crying over your body. Apparently you made quite the impression. You died, and then she asked if we could retrieve her mother. I said probably not. Then she said she would get us the egg. This is before we spoke to Werrogah. I said we should probably speak to Werrogah first before anything happened. And then she said I have to leave now. And then she disappeared. She said she was waiting for shift change, which she never told us when that was.
Okay, but who's she bringing it to? Where are we?
She's
supposed
waiting
to
for
be?
us
Okay.
in the woods.
In the woods?
Yes.
Okay.
It's only 30 minutes away this way.
okay.
And that was not a lie. I did tell her, wait, before we... So we could talk
No,
to
it
her.
wasn't a lie. It was. I mean, it was.
It was
wasn't a lie.
twisting the truth a little bit, but
Yeah, a little bit. It's a stretch, but I almost made you roll for that. That was because the way you did say it was it was tricky. It was technically,
The truth?
it was a lie of omission.
was kind.
I'm not complaining though because the omitted information would have gotten me killed.
Yeah.
So
And it's in this moment anyway, where God was more interested in the information he was getting because he was getting all this so fast. He was already pleased, and where God wasn't actively looking for interrogation at this point.
And we haven't lied to him so far.
Yeah. Hopefully he knows I had no part of that.
You were dead. By the way, are we going to talk about that? Felix, I'm not stupid. I checked your pulse.
I don't
The
think
glyph
it's-
went dead. You were dead.
Glyph? I don't know what you're talking about.
I explained the glyph. You were dead.
Okay.
Medically dead. Clerically dead.
Well, I'm here still, so I guess I'm not dead. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just trying to figure out how the hell that happened. That has never brought someone back from death before. We're walking as we're talking. That's
we're
never brought someone
quickly-
back from death before.
Hey, Mom. I don't know.
So, he did tell us to just get the egg. So we don't have to bring her back. But if we do bring her back,
You'll kill him.
he'll kill her. So... Oh my god, this is such a fucking mess. Juniper, we could use your insights.
The fuck, fool. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Every time I open my mouth, I almost get myself killed, so I might as well keep it shut.
Haven can't argue that. Did they tell us why Rin was being kept in prison?
Just questioning.
Okay.
Just because of things she said, it kind of set off
Alarms?
Yeah, alarms. It's just they're being thorough.
So who do you think this imposter is? He seemed to know or have a general idea.
His personality was like he was high.
No, that was the Mayor of Brushwind. This one just seemed horny. Intoxicated by other means.
I don't know.
Maybe they're related. Or not.
No, I wouldn't say that out loud.
There's a family walking past you guys, and there's this kid who breaks off, and the parents are like, "Trust, no!" Then the kid walks up. What was that? And then he points at the street where you guys fought the specters.
That is
what
a road.
was that? Sorry. They pull the kid away.
Are they human?
Mm-hmm. They quickly grabbed him because they were like, don't mess with him, because they just saw you wear God. I don't know what's going on.
Is he pointing where we were fighting?
Yeah. Like obviously he's talking about the specters. All the townspeople are a little confused. It's just happened like an hour ago.
I'll put my hand up. Those were very bad creatures that our Lord Werugar took care of. We are very lucky to have them.
I've never seen those before. Sorry, the parents are apologizing. I'm sorry. He's just very curious. The dad speaks up. Yeah, but where did they even come from? Are they going to come back?
We have no idea, but at least we have Werugar here to protect us.
It's the first time I've seen him.
As she wills. He walks away.
May she rise. We continue on.
Okay.
We
You're going to the woods at this point?
Yep.
Okay, you make your way.
Do the whistle thing. Ready? Do it.
You make your way to the clearing where you do your dances, Haven.
He's got popcorn in his mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Hear a twig snap before seeing her poke her head from around the tree. You came. I'm ready. And I have the egg. It's close by in case I was captured. We have to just go get it. It's just in the trees.
You don't have it.
No, I have it. It was just hidden in case a guard saw me or something. That's all. I was chased. They don't know I had the egg, but I was chased because
They know you have the egg.
What?
They know you have the egg.
No, they didn't see me. It's just
Werugar ordered someone to go get the egg.
Oh, so they know it's missing, but they don't know it's me.
They know it's you.
We have to go now. I'll stay outside. Once we turn the egg, I'll stay outside town. You just grab my mother, or perhaps, or the thieves go grab my mother. And I'll wait outside of town.
Go get the egg.
Okay. She goes to get the egg at this point. So there's a moment where y'all are left alone. No? Okay.
I can't do this. She's gonna start walking back.
To the Thirsterwood?
Yeah.
Mercy killing, or did we bring it back?
She noticed me.
Did she notice that he's alive?
Wow!
It's
been
dark.
a day.
It's dark, but I do look like a monster.
To be clear, she's not going all the way. She's just walking off. She doesn't want to participate.
You're just kind of walking out of the situation.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you said you were walking back.
She's going towards Tristawood. That's why I said, to be clear, I'm not going all the way. I'm just...
Okay, so she didn't notice you at first, but it's almost like she was so excited to see and it is dark. But
I have
but
that effect on women.
yeah, she's more. This is the one she's been dealing with. So right now she has tunnel vision.
Yeah. And if she doesn't notice, I'm not gonna make it noticed.
No, she's about to notice.
Okay.
But, okay, so you walk off, and you were all
And
talking.
I say quietly,
Yeah. Well, she can't hear you. She obviously walked a little far. You're gonna hear her coming back.
mercy killing, or do we bring her back?
You bring her back.
We need rope.
No.
I'm not going to be able to convince her to go back to her death. It's a shitty situation, but if we don't do it, we die.
Let me try to convince her.
All right.
At this point, you hear rustling as she's walking back. You kind of see her stepping over some heavy twigs as she makes her way into the clearing, and she has the egg. You know, it's a big one. You know, she's kind of holding it like this. I got it. I was able to hold it under my robes. She kind of billows her very large robes that she's holding.
I'll hold my hands out for the egg.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
While he's talking to her, I just want to examine this egg and see.
Sure. The egg, it has, now that you have it in your hand, you see it does have some hinges on the side with a very subtle line. It's almost like an Easter egg that you would open up. But it's very large, Felix! You died!
That's what they're saying, yeah.
Oh my goodness, how? I saw you die, I was there.
I am a very good healer.
Oh my goodness.
I guess so, yeah.
People are true miracle workers, I must say.
Well, we're trying, but I have bad news.
That is.
Where
Yes.
knows you took the egg.
God himself knows I took the egg. So not just the city guard, but
And
what's the plan now? What do we do?
he is a very, very against the people we're giving the egg to. So I suggest we give him the egg. He knows your family. I know you have more family.
Are you?
If you work with us to work against the people, neighbors, he might show you favor. But do not tell him you were conspiring against him specifically and his god.
And I don't think you were. You were just trying to.
Save your mother.
She like, if she had skin, she would be pale. Like her mouth is hanging open. Like she's frozen.
The problem with them knowing that you took it is he will find you eventually.
But the thieves can forge me papers. Give me a new name. We're going to talk to them anyway. We can do this. We can do this. We're going to get out. We're going to get out of Merrell. Okay, it's going to happen. We're getting out. It's it's almost like she's realizing the situation.
He already knows where we are.
We can run.
We can't outrun him. You can't outrun him.
You can tell him you didn't find me. I'll leave. I'll leave with the egg right now. I'll go myself. And
They won't be able to save your mother.
I know they won't, but my child at least. Me and my child at least.
That's
if I go back, I die. I already conspired by taking the egg. If we take it to him, I die and my mother dies and my child.
If we take it to the neighbors, it won't do any good.
your child will probably die.
But if we take it to him, he might look favorably on your child at least. That you return the egg, he might show your child mercy. If you go to the Thieves Guild, you are signing his death warrant.
She sits down. Wait, I should on new music.
This is so jovial and happy.
Is there no way out? Can you tell him it was your fault? Please.
He'll still kill you.
But my mother will live. She can take care of my baby.
Your mother. I'm not saying it's right. Your mother is a dragonborn. He will not take extra steps to save her. He will execute her just on principle. But your child. Is he contracted to someone?
Right now, my master.
I will go to your master.
It's not much longer. He's about to be on the streets, and he's going to die.
We will take care of him. Is your son dragonborn as well? We will take care of him.
Okay. Make your persuasion check with help.
I thought you said it was like an elven boy.
Yeah, I thought you said it was an elven boy too.
You said it was like a half-elf boy, and he ran to get his mama, and the mama was a
I don't know why the
half-elf.
hell I would say half.
You did.
Why?
That's why I asked. Is he a
That's why I was
dragonborn?
confused. I
In
was
my
like,
head,
was
it's
he?
always been. That must have just been a straight up slip up.
Okay.
I am. Gosh, man, what the hell?
Well, that wasn't
1 week
today.
break.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was.
That was like
when Felix
episode
was doing the
5.
job.
In my head, it was always a dragonborn though. It was
Yeah,
never an elf.
You did say it was an elven boy.
I don't know why I said that. I have no idea. What
We
I
were
said.
literally talking on the way home. How does that work?
I just assumed that the kid was adopted.
Yeah,
or
maybe
something.
that too.
No, I messed up. That's totally me. No,
Little
he's
dragon,
a dragonborn.
little dragonborn boy.
Yeah, totally my
Okay.
fault. Sorry.
So you said at the beginning, since I've spoke with her
You
before,
get
I get advantage. Since I'm exhausted, I get disadvantage. And then with the help action, do I get advantage?
It would even out.
Does that make sense? It's 2 advantages versus 1.
You can have advantage.
Oh, sweet.
Thank goodness.
Not really. Kind of supposed to.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. I mean, worst case scenario would have been a 16. So, persuasion 17.
She looks into the woods. Thank you for trying.
We have no hate for your kind. We will make sure he's taken care of. But you have to leave what you, me, and Juniper discussed out of it. Or there truly will be no one to take care of him.
The dragons are so evil. They're awful. They're awful, awful. Why do people live here?
What's your boy's name?
Merc. Sorry, I'm writing something down.
It's okay.
So, when you said she's looking into the woods as she's leaving,
She looks into the woods. She's not leaving yet. I definitely just picked my nose on stream. Merc is a dragonborn.
I just found the descriptions I wrote of Werugah's imposter. 6'4", black man with dreads, tattooed, gold lined, pierced eyebrow and dimple, golden brown eyes with green, smoking hot.
Love it. Can I just just have one thing?
What is it?
Thank you. What is it?
Can't you just give me a rope and leave me alone? Please. 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 Make your decision.
Let's see if I have one.
The problem with that is if you don't come back, he might see the debt as unfulfilled.
Tell me where to find my body. It's gonna be over there. She looks at the very eerie looking ass tree. Just with an eye shot, you guys.
Why don't we talk to him?
You don't understand what it's like to be me.
I don't. But
Him just seeing my face will be enough for him to want to kill my son.
Okay. It's your decision. We were told to come after the egg,
They're so hateful.
not her.
He's so hateful.
I'll
I didn't do anything.
cut off about 15 feet of my rope and toss it to her. If he doesn't find you,
He'll find me.
okay. What's your name?
Indra.
Andrew.
Hi, Gabe.
Hey, Gabe. What do I have? Okay. I'm gonna offer her a couple puffs of my pipe that has some weed that Juniper gave me. See if it could ease her.
She is not acknowledging it at
Okay,
this point.
I put it away.
She, at this point, she's on her knees with the rope clutched in her hand, just staring at the rope.
I'm sorry.
She starts to slowly make this knot. I assume you are walking away, or are you standing there?
I'm walking away with the egg.
With the egg. Okay. So the egg, if you're holding the egg, it takes two hands. So you would have put that down and picked it up.
Yep.
Okay.
I
So
put my stuff back in there. I gave her the rope, and now I'm picking up the egg and carrying it.
you can put it inside your tunic if it's big enough, but I don't think it is. Yours is.
Nah.
Like she did. That's how she got it out. So you leave. You guys leave her.
they're gonna leave.
Hmm?
I'm gonna wait for a minute.
You're gonna stay back while Juniper. No, I'm sorry. Juniper's already left. So
Yeah.
while Haven leaves, you're gonna stay back
Yeah.
with her for a second.
Sure.
It's obvious she is starting to make what looks to be a noose. You've seen your fair share of nooses
Yeah.
and how to make them. She's starting to make one. Attempting to. Yeah, you can see she's not doing very well.
With the names.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, she's shaking. She looks scared. It's almost like she's not here anymore while she's doing this.
What was her name again? Indra?
And no, her son's name was Intra.
No, her son's name was Merc.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Intra. Yeah, her son. I totally. Again, it's been a day. Yes, she's Intra. Her son's name is Merc.
We're renaming him.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the clock. What time is it?
It's almost 1 a.m.
Jeez.
ish.
Okay, is there kind of... Okay. I'm gonna put it down, and it takes us 30 minutes to get there to talk with him, and 30 minutes back if you want to hear the news before you...
I was looking at you. She wasn't. She... Okay. Make a charisma check.
Ooh.
And it's just flat roll.
You don't have any charisma modifiers?
No, he means he doesn't disadvantage because he has advantage with her.
Yeah. And then it's gonna be 17.
So that was enough to at least get her to respond. Where is she? You just see her go.
I'll just pick it back up. And I'll head back to town.
Juniper, you hear footsteps approaching from behind. It's Haven. You have a few minutes alone. If you wish to say anything, if not, I can put Felix with you guys and you guys can head to Tristawood.
She's staying behind.
You're not going to go up to Juniper?
I'm talking to Juniper.
Oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. So you go... So Juniper kind of walked ahead. I mean, she walked away from you guys.
I thought you said it was up with her now. Or walk up to her.
Yeah. I thought you said stay behind. I thought you meant like...
No. I'm talking to Juniper saying she stayed...
Go. Go ahead.
She stayed behind.
Okay.
If we can save a son, we will.
Okay.
That's it. I keep walking to Tristawood.
You walk to Tristawood with the egg. Felix, did you want to say anything when you caught up with your friends, your group? Okay.
No.
Okay. So you reach the gates of Tristawood, and you immediately have the guards' attention as you're walking up, and they kind of almost go at ease, but kind of put like they're cocking their head, like, what is this? As they're just casually walk with the egg, and you walk by them, you can feel them staring daggers as you walk in to the city, and you can feel several people kind of looking at you carrying this egg, almost with questions. But no one is talking to you three. But people are staring a lot as you make your way through the streets of Tristawood on the way back to Werogah. I assume that's where you're going with the egg?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, unless there's nothing else to say. On your way back to Werogah, you make it, and he is still in the field. At this point, there is the same patron that from the bar earlier. He's with Werogah at this point, and
The one he told to go away?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
It looks like he's back. But he's talking to Werogah, and as you guys approach him, he kind of says, "You may leave now." And at this point, he's leaning against one of the fences, like he's just kind of hanging out here. And I don't know if I painted a picture. It's like a big fence. It's on the Tristawood map. It's in the northwest corner. It's kind of just a big field where there's targets and things like that. Other than that, it's just wide emptiness in this training field. But he's leaning against one of the fences as he kind of sends him off, and it's just you four in this field as the patron kind of left. You got it. Open it.
Does it look like it can just open?
Mm-hmm. When you open the egg, you see on a very almost satin pillow is a very large, not as large as the egg obviously, but inside the egg there is what looks to be a dragon scale in the egg. All of you see this.
What color?
Huh?
What color?
It looks like a faded metal. It has kind of a green tint to it. Kind of like what copper looks like when it's been sitting it's aged copper, very aged copper.
Copper are the good ones, right?
Hmm?
Copper are the good...
They're metallic.
Copper
Metallic?
dragons,
Okay.
yes. But you see
They
that.
follow Bahamut.
Got you.
You see. I have confirmation there is a metallic. All of you feel, growing up in Merrell, metallic dragons is taboo. You don't mention them. You don't talk about them. You ignore them. They are freaking boo. You do not befriend them. They are the enemies of Merrell. Like, they are bad news. Like, all of you, when you hear the word metallic dragon, you feel like he just he just said something to you, like, that you can only find on the dark web. Like, it's that
Jesus.
Like, it's that bad of a deal. He just said the word metallic dragon to you.
Does this scale kind of look like the ones the fake Werewolf had on his wings?
You did not get a close enough look. All you can confirm, all of you...
The same shade, at least?
Yes.
Okay.
It's definitely the same shade. But as far as, like, shape and kind, no. But it is... You can confirm it's the same color. I believe our Werewolf friend is a metallic dragon. You were fooled. You had no way of knowing. Can't hold it against you. Where is she?
Dead.
Dead. What happened?
She hanged herself. She was too afraid.
Good. Saves me the trouble. I already have 2 skulls I have to crush. Before I leave, of course. They're coming though. The mother's not going to make it till morning, you see. As you can hear some shuffling behind you, you see these guards dragging the grandmother and the child out into the field where you guys are. Dragonborn traitors to our way of life, the way we do things, is detestable. You may not have seen anything you're about to see, I'm sorry. But I think it will make you wiser and stronger. And to know how we handle people who do not respect the way we live here in Merrell. And especially in the Evergreen Valley. Drop them. It's them. It's the grandmother and there's a little dragonborn kid who doesn't seem to know what's going on.
My lord?
Haven.
Is there a way I could plead for the life of the child?
The life of the child.
As one that was innocent to his mother and grandmother's
Innocent.
actions.
Traitor's blood, Haven. Traitor's blood. You'll understand. Maybe someday. You seem young. Perhaps if you live as long as I do, you'll see one traitor in the bloodline as all of them being traitors. This one could come back one day and get me. We don't need that, do we? We want you to stay in charge, do we not?
Yes, my lord.
Of course. Of course. This is a good thing. It's the natural order of things. It's the way it must be. Dragonborns, it's a privilege, but they're here, you understand. And if they break those privileges, they forfeit. It is the way it must be. Push them to the ground, please. Both of them are gagged, by the way. I forgot to mention that, so they don't have any means of speaking, which makes it a little fucked up when he puts his foot on the child's dragonborn's head. Like his heavy boot lands on his skull, and the kid looks a little confused at this point. Like he doesn't look scared, he looks confused. And as he continues to talk, he starts to press down with his boot. And you can see the kid, and then you can see his face meeting the dirt, and you can see his face start to squish as he says, like bugs. And this is while he's talking, he's pressing down, his skull is getting crushed, and his eyes are starting to pop out of this kid's head as Werewolf presses further and further down on his skull. It's for the protection of the realm. And the kid stops moving, and he lifts his boot, and there's just brain matter in the grass before
Haven shows no emotion.
He then, I'm not going to say the details, but he does I would like to know what Juniper is muttering, just for story's sake, if you don't mind.
She's singing her father's song.
Huh?
She's singing her father's song.
Her father's song? Okay. Would you want to say that, just sing it just a little bit loud, just for the...
Just that one lyric, and darkness fills the skies without the mother's eyes.
Okay. He's doing the same thing while he's talking about what he's doing. When she is obviously dead, her head is squished by the sheer force of his boot. By the way, it's like flattened. Like, just his leg alone was enough to just fucking demolish his head. Slowly. He was very slow. He wasn't fast.
You won't describe what he's doing to the grandmother, but the helpless little child you'll go into excruciating
Well, they both did
detail.
the same thing.
Yes.
He did the child. He just did the child first. But.
You're about to get.
Huh?
You're about to get hate mail.
I am. Oh man, but he looks and he's like, humanoids. Too much emotion. It will be the death of you. It's about what's best. It's not easy, but it's right. It's natural for you to be disgusted with me in this moment. Like I told Juniper, though, we have rules. I must appear strong. I must stay strong for my people, as I've done for you. I'm here for you people, not them. Looks down at the two headless corpses at his feet. And I always will be here for you. Sandre will not be a problem. However, I cannot promise the same thing about her detestable minions. However, you'll be happy to know they're not murderers. But they can't do much once I get my fingers on your papers. You're fine. Thank you for this information. You've all been most helpful.
Thank you once again for saving us, my lord.
Thank you.
Well, I never heard that song. And we have two corpses here. Perhaps you can sing a song of spilled traitor's blood. I'd love to hear that. Before we part ways, of course, if you wouldn't mind.
You're the musician.
I'm not smiling.
He looks
So
interested.
fucked up.
And he kind of hops up on the fence and sits on it, and waits for you to pick up your lute. Is your partner going to join you? The one who can't play?
No, not tonight. And I'll pick it up, and hopefully you can see I'm extremely exhausted, but I'm going to attempt to play.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Are there any songs about traitor's blood?
No, but he can make it up. I'm not going to make Austin make it up. I'm going to see if Felix will make it up.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah. You know, after that just happened, no, I'm not as a human not doing that.
Okay.
My performance is terrible. It'll be 13.
13?
It's not bad.
Someone who's level 3 exhausted, I hope so.
Okay, so he's listening. He seems to enjoy it as you sing songs of spilled blood. And how does Haven? Not Haven. How's Felix feeling while he's doing this? If you'll.
It's stone cold, so it's relaying like memories.
He's like trying not to think about it while he's singing.
No, he's like relaying like memories of the past and the heinous things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Past,
and with a stone cold, like as in like almost that what's the word, like what's the word for like serial killers that are just like
sociopathic?
So yeah, like
Okay, so you're just stone cold and yeah.
Haven just looks normal.
As you sing songs of
like
you sang a decent
extreme
song. Like
violence,
you have to improv a few things. Some things don't rhyme, but you still kind of make it work.
Just in case I need them.
Where God seems entertained enough as you finish your song, and he says, "Thank you." And then don't worry about these bodies or the one in the woods. I'll take care of it. Again, I'm sorry you had to see this, but Especially you, Juniper. I think this was good for you today. You seem out of place out here. Little advice. Don't ever lie to a Dragon Lord again. It's not the death penalty, but it doesn't get you far. We are here for you, Juniper. Be here for us. Or get out. And he looks down at the smushed heads. It's not a threat. It's Merrell. We have a good thing here. It's hard, Juniper. But you have grown today. You just don't realize it. I did you a favor. Say thank you. And thank you. You've all been most helpful. You will be rewarded. Not by me, but by someone who owes me. I will make sure you get your payment.
Thank you, my lord.
You should expect it within a few days.
Are we to remain here?
I'm sorry?
Are we to remain here until that time?
No. No, we can find you. Anytime you pay your taxes, there's record of where you've been. So, well, I'll make sure it gets to you.
Her body is, and then she describes where Indra is.
Where are you three from? After you describe it, like he's kind of nodding. He didn't ignore you, but he wants to know, where are you three from?
I'm from Evergreen Valley.
I travel a lot, looking for jobs.
Brushwind.
Brushwind. Good wine. I partake myself. I like your mayor a lot. He's a good friend of mine. I kid. I do like him, though. Laugh, Juniper. It's over now. This was fun. I'm so happy I was able to help. And I'm so happy you were able to help. Until next time, friends.
Until she rises.
He doesn't say it back, he just nods. Goodbye. If you guys are walking away, you can, if you were to look back, you see him walking towards the middle of the field. While walking, he starts to slowly transform, like piece by piece, limb by limb. He starts to grow as he reaches the middle of this field. It's big enough to, like, so he doesn't hit anything. Like, it's obvious he chose this field so he wouldn't destroy anything in town. Like,
That was nice of
you
him.
know, so he,
It's a landing strip.
yeah, it's his
A landing
it's his
strip.
It's not his landing strip. Like he turns into a dragon here. So you could see him huge. Like you've already seen him, of course. This huge green dragon who's immediately breathes this gas before flying up, and you can see him immediately the moment he hits the sky. Heads the direction where your dance happens, Haven. He seems to be heading that direction. Probably to confirm what y'all told him. And probably to get Sandre.
I don't walk away yet.
Okay. So you're still in the field? Mm-hmm. Okay. Wherever is gone at this point. The bodies are there as some guards come. They kind of walk past you guys to go to the two bodies left alone in the field.
I assume he took the egg.
Did he leave it here?
I know the guards are taking the egg.
With the scale?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make my way back to the inside joke.
Okay.
I'm not purposely leaving them behind, but that's where I'm headed.
Okay. Where are you guys heading? You see Haven walk towards the inside joke. And it's like almost 2 in the morning, 1-ish, 2-ish in the morning at this point, so it's late, and y'all have had a day. Like, yes, you had the injections, but you're tired, and you no longer have a job to do at this point at night.
I feel like she's checked out. Like completely. Almost like completely physically numb. Like her feet are carrying her somewhere, but she doesn't know where. She doesn't really care where. she would probably find herself in the room that she was in before. I don't know if someone is currently occupying it. If they are, it's a little awkward.
I repurchased our rooms.
Oh, you did? Okay. So yeah, she would just go to her room then, and sit catatonically for a while before. I think she might just like kind of, even with her shoes still on and everything, just kind of lay down on her side on the bed and shut down.
Okay.
I mean, I imagine sleep would find her in that state eventually.
Sure.
Wouldn't it be funny if that's the one time she actually meditated?
And you guys, what are we up to?
Going to continue writing the letter that was on that parchment that I was doing when we were in the infirmary. I will continue writing it, and once it is done, I will put it in my alms box with all the others.
Which parchment was this? Remind me?
When I was in the infirmary, I pulled out a piece of parchment and started
Yes,
writing
that
things.
one. Yes,
I'm
that.
finishing what I was writing, or continuing it rather, and then I will fold it up, and I will put it in my alms box.
Okay. And we're going to bed?
Oh,
go ahead.
So I'm gonna go to, I guess, my room, and he's gonna sit on the bed for just a minute, and kind of like tapping his foot, like anxious, and he is going to grab his lute and just smash it against the wall. Yeah.
Your loot?
Oh my god!
Okay, yeah. The loot smashes.
No,
It's a loot.
pieces.
There's no strength
Yeah.
check for that.
Okay, cool. And he's gonna go lay down.
Okay. Yeah. You smash your loot. And and then you just kind of go straight to sleep after that. You smash the loot and lay down in bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Is his room next to mine? Are we close? Since I bought the rooms at the same time?
We never actually discussed it, and no, it's not.
Okay, never mind. I go to sleep.
Okay. All of you may level up. I think
Yes!
it should be an easy. I think it should be an easy level up. I don't think any of you have anything too special in the next level up.
No.
Oh my god, I get power word kill!
Really.
Oh wait, I do, but we already discussed it.
Yeah, really quickly, with level ups in this campaign, what we're going to do a little bit differently.
Uh-oh.
If you're, I think I already said this in the group chat, I might have. If your level up comes with something that has to be explained, like your character didn't have this just yesterday, but suddenly because the level up happened, you suddenly have this. Like, oh, if you're a monk and suddenly you can walk on water, but yesterday you couldn't. We're now going to make it make sense in the story. So if there's anything that's weird on your level up, that'd be like, why does my character suddenly have this? We need to work to make it make sense.
Okay.
So it's not just, oh, these people are just leveling up and just getting new shit.
I have above 10 hit points now. I'm just going to be adding more spells.
All of you may go ahead and benefit from the long rest and with your level up, and you can go ahead and take one level of exhaustion off of yourself, Austin.
It'll do it
So we should get
automatically.
two now.
I would like to wake up early.
Okay, go ahead. And I mean, the rest of the session is y'all's. Do whatever you want. Like you can. I mean, all of you have motives. You have things you can do. So discuss what you want to do.
I'm going to go to that clearing in the woods.
In the morning, you're gonna do your dance. You want to do your checks, your religion and performance.
Sure!
Let's do religion and performance this time.
Religion. Okay. Performance or both?
Both.
Okay. Religion is a natural 20. Performance is an 8. Fuck.
That was religion.
Religion was natural 20.
Okay, if it's a natural 20, don't even bother with the performance.
The performance is a dirty 20.
Okay, well, it's okay. The religion is, if it's a crit 20, you don't have to worry about the performance, but thank you. That's awesome. Okay. Today you, after this experience,
Yeah?
you feel so good today for some reason. Like after
Jesus.
this, like after this dance, and after this trauma, for some reason, there's this calmness that washes over you. And even what you saw last night I'm not going to say this for your character, but it may or may not have been traumatic for you. It's up to you. But however you're feeling about that, it's almost as if a very strong calm emotions has happened. And and this situation that just happened will not bother you today.
Thank you.
So it's like you can feel it. Yeah, you said thank you to the right person. This person gave you a break.
Do I see Felix's clock out here?
No, he picked
No,
it
I
up.
picked it up.
Oh, you did?
She didn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She didn't want the hour.
And you don't see a body or anything out here. You didn't, like, while you're doing your dance or...
Do I see my rope?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
That is messed up.
My character. Hello.
You don't see the rope.
Okay. I will look for herbs while I'm out here, I guess.
Sure, make a survival check.
Okay.
Nature, I'm sorry, nature. Keep the roll, but nature. I don't know why I said survival.
15.
15? Yeah, you find a green and a red.
Sweet.
When Felix wakes up, he's going to get the parchment paper he was using, and then write down another, just a couple sentences.
Okay.
Now, I'll text you what those are, but
Okay, cool.
You said 1 green, 1 red?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While I'm out here, can I use the two, because I had 1 and 1 before, so can I use the 2 green root and the 1 red root?
Hang on, I'm answering it. Religion checks are intelligence, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's not wisdom, crimson, it's intelligence. Sorry, go ahead. You're just asking a question, sorry, go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, can I use my 2 green herbs and 1 of my red herbs to make a potion while I'm out here?
I think we decided that it's during a long rest. You have to sacrifice,
Oh, I thought it just took an hour. I could be wrong. If it is, I'll do it later.
Oh, it is an hour. It is an hour, yeah, because I said you can do it during a short rest. So yeah, you can make a potion.
Okay, I'm gonna remove...
This is, remember, these are not as strong potions
I know.
yet. You're still learning. Right now it's just a D4.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna... Oops.
So, add weaker, put in parentheses weaker potion or some lesser potion, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's bullshit.
Gotcha.
A
Okay.
bullshit name, I mean.
Haven's Healing.
But you said you were writing them.
uh-huh.
Juniper?
I don't imagine she slept well,
No.
so I don't think
Probably
she
not.
would sleep in on this particular day.
Agreed.
She might actually even have... I don't know if she can benefit from a long rest if she's exhausted. Can she still level up if she's exhausted?
Yeah. Hey, Felix just did.
I imagine she's very tired, so I'm thinking she probably has a level of exhaustion.
Wait, you're giving her exhaustion, you said?
I imagine, unless you disagree.
No. It's okay. You have to have a long rest to level up. That is the rule.
Okay.
So you went ahead and no, you're not gonna be exhausted. I will let it be. It was a rough night.
Okay.
But you slept.
Okay.
So you're okay. I mean, you might be a little off, but not enough to cause an actual game mechanic exhaustion. What are you doing though?
She'll kind of lay there for a while, just trying to force herself to move. She almost has to give herself a pep talk just to function. And after she's finally managed to get up, she doesn't really have to get dressed because she's already dressed. Even her shoes are still on. Her bag is literally probably in the bed with her. She'll get up and she's gonna go ask the bartender. She'll go up to the bartender. Do you ever get theatre troops through here?
Through Tristerwood. Yeah, sometimes. Mostly for our university. We have a stage, but it's not typically used
I
for the
mean,
theatrics. But sometimes, yes. Why?
has a travelling theatre troupe ever come through here? Specifically one with a girl named Clementine.
Clementine, yes. A few months ago, yes. I believe they were. Last I checked, I think they were heading to the border.
The Borderlands?
No. Just the border of Evergreen. I believe they were heading east. I think they were taking a border tour. That's just what I understood. They said they were going to hit the towns hugging the shore.
And this was months ago?
A few months ago. It was 2 or 3 months, something like that. My memory's a little spotty.
If they were headed that way a few months ago, would you happen to know where they might have landed by this time?
Oh, gee, I have no idea. If they're heading straight, is possibly follow, but I mean, I didn't get that information. I'm sorry. They usually let the next town they're going to get a heads up. I'm sorry, I can't be much help. But I imagine if they're heading straight east, they might be going to follow, which is it's a big city, and they do have theaters over in Follow.
I don't really even want to ask this one, but tax collectors. When do they show up around here?
Oh, our tax collector's in town today. He came here from Brushmont. He he looks at today. Should be here. It's actually late.
Uh-oh.
So he's here, like in this building, like asleep?
No. He would be in the city. I don't think he cares for Tristerwood too much. He complains it's a lot of walking or
He
something.
doesn't care for much of anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's a prick. So
Yeah.
fuck that guy. I assume you run into him too. No, he's a total piece of shit. But he likes to come to Tristerwood early so he can get out earlier. I think he's. A lot of people say he spends a lot of time at Fat Boys up north.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
I think he takes advantage of the free food he has to get.
He takes advantage of everything.
Is he like the sheriff of Nottingham?
Kinda. Just a tax collector, dude. There's one for every region, as you would know, Haven. It's kind of. And Juniper, I don't know if you know, but yeah, every region has their own tax collector who walks around from city to city. There's one guy in charge. Yeah.
Thanks.
Of course. Good luck. What? Oh, I thought you said so.
She'll go to the indoor, like, the front door, and she'll kind of put her hand on the knob, and she'll pause, and then she'll kind of look out the window to see if she can see him.
You see some people selling fruits, people yelling, trying to peddle some of their goods, families out for strolls, people cleaning up the fountain mess still. Very, kind of a busy, nice little morning in Tristerwood. You don't see the taxman.
People are still smiling, so I suppose that means he's not here yet. She's gonna turn around and she's gonna go back to the bartender. My friend, the large green one, has he come down yet? She'll kind of glance over at the door again. Okay. What does he usually eat? in
What
the
does he
mornings.
usually
I
eat?
never paid attention. Like, does he
The
usually...
tax man again.
No, sorry, my friend. I've never paid attention to anything really anyone else ever does.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen him before.
Oh, never mind.
This is the first time I saw him when he came in last night. When you guys came in last night.
What's for food today?
Food today for the morning. How are you feeling?
I'm not really.
How hungry are you?
I'm not.
You got
but-
bread, cheese hunk, potato soup, chicken cheese. It's the same meal all day. We got lamb or chicken. We got steak, potatoes, corn.
I'll just do the soup, bread, and cheese, I guess.
Soup. The soup, bread, and cheese.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be 5 copper and 1 silver.
I only have gold. Is a gold enough for all that to do up with 2?
Yes. We're not supposed to make change though.
I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a gold.
Okay. Is it already ready, or do I need to wait a minute?
A few minutes. Just a few minutes. Most of it's ready.
So, as soon as he brings out the food,
Okay. Yeah, only a few minutes. Go ahead.
she'll go ahead and bring it up to Felix's room.
Okay. Or do you not?
Kel, get up and open the door.
Naked.
You're naked.
Half orc.
His third
Not
leg
good.
opens the door.
That's where he's orc.
Yeah, that's where I'm working.
He's like, he just woke up in a sweat. He's glistening.
Your
his
orc where it
chest
counts.
is- yeah, his scars are showing, and
You open the door and through his feet you see some broken wood behind him, but that's all you see. And other than that, you see him. His room looks like a mess with broken wood on the floor.
Good morning.
You're heading back to town, right?
Yep.
Okay.
she just kind of holds up the tray.
Thank you.
Food.
Thank you.
Can I ask a favor? Can I come in?
Yeah. And I'll let her in and close the door. And I'll sit on the floor. And
At this point, you see he smashed his loot. You know what loots look like, and that is a fucked up loot. It's shattered. You can see parts of the neck, the head, and the strings all janked up. They're scattered everywhere.
Hypocrite.
What happened?
just angry.
I know where that is.
A little bit louder.
I know where that is.
Yeah. Sorry for judging you. Your instrument.
Oh.
So I obviously don't know what I'm doing. And, my brother, he, travels a lot. And he's gonna be here soon. And I don't particularly like him, but I need to talk to him. Oh. Would you mind just being with me when I do that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Juniper take an inspiration.
You always make the most heartbreaking characters.
When
I
is
did
this?
not. I was expecting her to be like quirky and like comic relief. What the hell?
I thought Haven was going to be a good person. But here we are.
I love how she went from calling you the Green Monster Man to just like seeking you out all the time, being like.
That's good. Good stuff.
When is he supposed to arrive?
He's supposed to be in now, but he's not. I don't know why, but I mean, he's kind of a dick, so maybe he's just being lazy.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't really want to judge someone for being lazy. Do you want my loot till we can give you another one?
No.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. It's not.
I'm not there.
Yeah,
Don't.
I didn't say anything.
You're not here, Summer.
He just turned to me.
I heard that little click.
Don't use your inside knowledge.
I've traveled a lot and seen some chaos, but I don't think it ever completely numbs.
Maybe that explains some things.
Louder again.
Maybe that explains some things. Anyway,
Let me know when he's here.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm just gonna start eating.
It's going to be an early, by early I mean 20-minute early night tonight, because that is the best stopping point. Did you have something else?
It's been 2 weeks.
We're playing again next week with Ren.
Written, yeah.
I
And
miss her.
the morning is now. It's reasonable to say she would be done with all that crap by now. So I think it's fair to let Ren come in at this point.
That makes
So we are going to go ahead and stop now, and I think that's a good. I don't see another stopping point coming for a little bit, so this is the best place to stop. So that's where we're going to end tonight. Heavy episode.
Heavy episode.
I mean,
I cried like
not too much action, but a lot happens still. Damn.
Dude, I think I cried the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
But thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with Ren. Woo! All right. See you guys next week.